this whole Kanye thing, because I've been peeping it since you've been talking about it. I think I found a little connection between him and the whole. You talked about how he's representing as Moses now, so I found a little connection between the symbology that they portray in Hollywood, like the movie 2012, The Day After Tomorrow, Moonfall, where they always splashing water all over the place. You feel me? Drowning shit. Between the skull and bones, which represents for the number 322, and in the Bible, Genesis, I think it's Genesis 3:2 or some shit like that. I found a connection between what they trying to do with the economy and flood it with liquidity based off the symbolism that Kanye be portraying as Moses. How they talk about they building an ark, this whole new economy is they building an ark and shit. So I seen Kanye tied into this shit with the whole skull and bones 322 shit.
Yo, 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 salute to everybody.
Salute.
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 Kanye.
Yay day.
Yay, not crazy.
Somebody funny ass on Facebook. They was like, Kanye could punt the baby, and motherfucker like, you just don't know why he punted the baby. G, stop, niggas.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this store run though. I'm gonna mute up. I'll be back, y'all.
It'd be a hard time trying to get my lady to sit down and watch this shit. She be like, the man going against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? She be like, every time he talking about Jesus, how you gonna use facts and things from the Bible, but yet he going against it. Shit like that. I'll be like, just watch the show. Listen to what he got to say.
I got a question if anybody's listening. So you don't think that, let's say we in a simulation and everything, and right there is a way you can get out. You don't think that you, or not you, but anybody would want to come back and tell somebody, or come back and try to change something? Like,
well, what if
like, is it when you find out? Is
rules against that? You gotta remember. Think of it.
You know, is it a point that you just find out and then you just leave? You know, like, it seems like whoever finds out the truth kind of just go with it.
Like ain't no back and forth with the shit, basically. Like, when you're on the other side, you're on the other side, unless you want to reincarnate back in this bitch, but have your shit wiped. You see what I'm saying? It's like, once you get up out this motherfucker, you don't want to backtrack.
Right, but I mean, it would be kind of a servitude, you know, like if you could come back and kind of tell a few people, or kind of, I don't know, wait.
But then you kind of ruin the experience, you know what I mean?
Wake someone up.
But then if you come back giving all these cheat codes and shit, it kind of ruins the story, if you will. You know what I mean? It's like you coming back giving spoilers.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like it's just like if you go to right now, if you go to the North Pole, or if you go to the South Pole, ain't no coming back, nigga. They not gonna let your black ass come back once you actually go. They gonna lock you up or they gonna kill you. I'm not saying that's the same thing, but I'm saying it's a such thing as
Right.
point to no return. You know what I mean? Like it's like once you go past the
Right. I just
simulation,
feel like maybe on Kanye's defense, he's trying to come back with the codes. You know what I mean? He's coming back, hanging around Steve Jobs
no,
guy.
Kanye, nah. Look, we gotta stop believing in niggas that niggas is trying to do this. Kanye is a part of the storyline. You feel what I'm saying? Let's not forget that this shit is still WWF. Like there's like all of this shit is read out. Everything ain't just freestyle anymore. Like you still got to order your
WWE. It's
order
entertainment. You feel me? It's entertainment.
Yeah.
I feel like though I ain't gonna cap to you. He said something about the conscious community, right? And how like we take things too serious or not really trying to understand it. And he brought up example of like the JFK thing, like how many conspiracies around that and shit. For me, I really think he's trying to speak to those who understand it on a different level. But hey, each his own.
No, I feel like he double talking.
Hey, right.
I said this.
Right.
Feels. I think he served two masters, and that's the prime seed of a motherfucking nation. You know what I'm saying?
One of y'all microphone got hella feedback coming through the speakers.
We getting caught up looking at this nigga and how we like the game that this nigga spitting. We getting caught up on the pimping and forgetting this nigga ain't the spook that sat by the door. See what I'm saying? He ain't trying to go get this info to kick it back like that, because the real shit, if he was really kicking some shit, he'd be dead. You see what I'm saying? And my thing is, they don't wait when you kick real shit. You see what I'm saying? They kick your ass out or they lock your ass up. Like, if he was saying some of the shit Sanchez was saying, or some of these other real niggas like Dane Calloway, or it's like, then I'd be like, all right, but you saying the same shit regular ass Hebrews that stand on the corner and say, really? It's just refreshing to certain niggas when they hear it come out a billionaire mouth. But I don't give a fuck about how much money you got, nigga. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And if you ain't got the truth, then shit, you can be the fuck on. Like shit.
Hey, 70-30. 70-30. Check it out.
What's up?
Hey, that's Ed.
Yeah, what's up?
Ed.
Hello?
This Sheedy Bo from the West.
What's up with it?
Who's good, bruh?
You chilling? Small world.
You put the pack in the air.
How you been?
I've been good, bro. We the champs. You know what I mean? I'm just celebrating this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all good.
Just getting ready for this season. This is gonna be some bullshit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you at? You in the East or you still look? I'll tap in with you offline. Don't trip. We still on Bro Sanchez, bro.
It's all good.
All right, sure. Sanchez has tapped out for a minute, though. How long you been watching this, bro? Since when? Hey.
Hey, whoever got the background noise, they're gonna have to chill on that.
That's Buck. Buck gotta mute his mic.
Yeah, salutes to everybody on the call, man, and to everybody in the chat room. I'll be with y'all in a minute, man. Until then, y'all enjoy the brothers and sisters on the panel, for sure.
Yo, peace and power, everybody.
Salute, bro.
Salute.
And what was the topic about?
Kanye.
It's Ye. It's not Kanye. It's Ye.
Just yay.
It's Ye.
And
But
y'all
nah,
talking about the
he
situation with him and Noriega?
nah, just him in general. He double talking though, because I pee when bro Sanchez had the satanic goat with the two snakes, the black snake and the white snake. So he double talking. Ain't shit. He ain't doing shit. He had his little the whole white and black shirt thing. I seen that.
Yeah, I'm just recently peeping what's going on with him. The last thing I seen about his situation was Noriega when he was on the Breakfast Club, slightly trying to, apologize or whatnot.
Yeah, he going all around these media platforms, and they trying to get him to apologize and retract his statement. But he going around them. I feel like they want him to say things, and as you can see, man, they do a lot of edits and make it seem like he really apologized. But you got to read in between the lines and context clues and comprehend.
I ain't
what he
gonna
really
say
saying.
he gonna have to do a lot to prove to me that this ain't all staged.
I'm just how they got this nigga talking one way on Piers Morgan. He talking real feminine on Paris Morgan, but then on other shows he real staunch. He tied up and shit. And when you see him, he came out with Trump when he had his little different hair color. He was just static. He wasn't moving. So I'm trying to figure out which Kanye is niggas getting. Cause he ain't no revolutionary. I seen the show yesterday. He fat as fuck walking out there with his legs and shit. So I'm trying to figure out which Kanye is we getting. The emotional Kanye, he's still up on Kim and all that weird shit.
Yeah, he is all over the place, though. I can't deny that.
So damn, did I miss the video? It's a video of him apologizing.
Yeah, on the Piers Morgan thing.
Yeah, he was on a couple. It was one today I seen a new interview. He was on there. I forgot old white. It was a white boy. I forgot his name though. He had another interview I seen recently. It was today I seen it. I'm gonna try to find it and share it in the back chat for y'all.
Question is, do y'all think they he doing these interviews like back to back like right now, or are these shits pre-recorded for like a week ago type shit?
That shit gotta be pre-recorded.
Nah, that nigga on the press run because he about to try to drop some heat on the album and then follow up with the music. I mean the shoes and all the clothes and shit. Then after that, he gonna try to run for president on the fake shit. You feel me?
Bruh, how this nigga doing so much? At some point, bro, it ain't enough. I don't understand that. That shit don't make no. This nigga trying to do way too much. This shit don't make no sense to me.
That nigga trying to fake be Michael Jackson with a soft voice and shit. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Bro was on Piers Morgan. He had that soft tone. That's like which Kanye is we getting, bro?
That nigga cutting people, nigga. That nigga's Kanye, nigga.
That way.
This shit crazy. I'm tired of that nigga, bro. I'm ready for him to go back away. Or just drop the heat ass album so we can start listening to that shit. That shit gonna be fire. I ain't even gonna lie. His music is different from like all the regular shoot 'em up, kill 'em type nigga shit. You feel me?
It is.
Like that. And it's actually good shit though. Like it's all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to mainstream, he like up there. You feel me?
For sure, yeah, he is.
But 70-30, how long you been listening to this Sanchez for?
Man, damn near since the beginning, years back, like when he was cool with RFG.
Who's RFG?
All the way back when he was doing his little rap videos.
Let me
So
stop.
it's been some years for sure.
Oh, that's crazy. And I keep stumbling across all these people from Alabama, from like what is it called? Bessemer? Like, ain't that where Gucci from? And I know this little female that work out this way. She from out there too. I ain't gonna even put her on blast like that. This other podcast I'll be watching too. Big Facts. Big Facts. Not the DJ Scream one, but the other one. Big Facts. Bro, Ayo Kaseko. He from Alabama. I think he from Birmingham though.
Damn, is my shit tripping? Is it everybody just quiet?
Nah, I'm on the move right now. I'm just posted right now.
So he apologized for being anti-Semitic.
Noriega was, and I know Q feel like it's scripted. I do too. But if we just stick with the storyline, you feel me? Everybody is going at Noriega, you know, for apologizing and, you know, doing his little part to try and clear his name. But in one interview that
Kiss in the ring, basically. But go ahead.
yeah, and then the interview that he had did with these two white people, I think it was a white guy and a white lady, and Blood had asked him, like, you know, why did you you know, release the video? So what that told me was, you feel me, that it wasn't live, it was pre-recorded. And he had asked Noriega, like, you know, by you putting this video out here, did you think that it would stir up some controversy? And then Noriega was like, yeah and no at the same time, you feel me? But he already knew what the video was gonna do. So in my opinion, you feel me, I feel like Noriega put the video out there and knew he was gonna have to do his apologies, but at the end of the day, the information is still there.
I feel like the whole thing is the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. This is a hell of a distraction right now. Now, it's a lot of more important shit going on in the world right now, but we can't name none of that shit because we talking about, the world is talking about Kanye fucking West.
Exactly.
Can you tell us any other thing that's going on important right now? Not you personally, I'm just saying in general right now, like, we don't even fucking know.
Yeah, they finna try to switch up the whole monetary system. The Europeans over there going crazy. They've been rioting for the last 9 days, bro.
Right, that's what I was just talking about, bro. I was just on that talking about Kanye out here posing as Moses and shit, splitting the ties with all the water shit, bro. They finna fill the economy with liquidity, and this nigga's up here acting like that. I'm telling you, bro. It ain't enough. It ain't enough money in the banks right now. All the banks is insolvent because that's the whole reason in Europe they campaigning right now out there in the streets. It's because the banks, all the money's fucked up.
Yeah, they finna try to switch the monetary system. You know, Swift banking falling behind, Bitcoin dropping at an all-time low, and the liquidity shit, the gang in Europe. You know, that was the home of everything that's China.
Bruh, Ripple, they tied in because Bro Sanchez was just talking about. He said
XRP,
bro. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. That's why all this shit going crazy. These niggas didn't open up the quantum leap with that whole XRP shit. It's really going down though.
If you ain't with the crypt, the dead money, you better get with it because it's the only way.
Bro, it ain't no real exit out of this shit. That's the only way right now. That's why all this shit going weird. The SEC up there suing Ripple with XRP being open source. That's why all this shit going crazy. All the symbology behind this shit is over a new currency, a new world reserve currency at that. Then that's why they said this shit gonna start in London and Europe up there going up right now over this weird shit.
Kanye finna partner with Elon Musk. He just bought that Parler app for all the people who getting sensitized. He's giving them a second chance type deal so they can have another platform. Elon Musk finna get big into rocket science with children and shit, and Kanye partnering with them. It's a lot.
He did that. He did that shit too. And then Elon posted a little meme with Trump, him, and Kanye with their two swords out, like the Knights of the Round Table, posed as an X. And if you really tap into what X represents, bro, all that Saturn shit, that's exactly where they taking us. Elon all tapped in with the whole stellar platform, XLMC, bro, tapping into it right now. XLM right there. And then he tapping in with the whole Starlink shit. All this shit is talking about outer space and low Earth orbit, all that weird shit, bro.
What's that?
Campaigning.
The space, what's the space little infantry? The new space branch they just added.
Oh yeah, with the
Space Force.
The Space Force.
Yeah, he's funding that huge, bro. Trump funding that huge.
I'm telling you, ever since Kanye went up in Trump office looking hella strange and shit, and then him talking about he looking like Moses right now, and you see that statue of Moses, bro, parting the whole seas and all that, bro. We going straight back to Egypt with all this shit. The whole blueprint, bro, the whole blueprint album, bro. They be talking about blues, and I'm seeing what blue is, Vishnu. Blue is the color of God, and all they trying to keep everything pure. Bro, this whole shit finna turn up right now.
But look how two-faced Trump is. You remember when he had the whole Apollo Moon missing crew up there, Buzz Aldrin and all them, and he was sitting there mocking the space shit, and Buzz was giving him weird looks and mocking him back. And then he turned around a year later and he full funding the Space Force now.
Bro, these niggas is wild, bro. I don't fuck with none of them, bro. I'm like, fuck all these niggas. I don't fuck with none of them, bro. I'm just peeping the little words that they spitting, and then I'm trying to tap it down with this old other shit. Like, I'm just seeing the words that they using and seeing how I can sync that up with where the fuck I gotta go in the future.
I'm just trying to go where all the money going. XRP, XLM, HDC, Algorand, ETC.
Bruh, the whole water, all that shit. You feel me? When you tap into H2O, you feel me? Hove, H to the Izzo. I was just watching an old episode of Fresh Prince when Aunt Viv was up in the office, or she was doing the whole teacher shit. She was talking about wade in the water. And you talk about the slaves will follow the river to get to the exit. That was their only escape. Bro, this shit goes so deep when you be tapping into little syncretisms, bro. That shit is the key out, I swear. Because all this shit is really the same. It's just transmuted differently.
Somebody just said in the chat, XLM USD is a super match to Saturn and Gematria.
Bro, all them X coins, bro. XRP, XLM, XDC, all them ISO 20022/23 coins, bro. You already know what it is.
Yeah,
the United States would not be suing the motherfucking new banking system, Ripple. They would not be suing these niggas right now. With all this shit going on, they suing the one new currency standard that could fix all this shit, and the SEC is suing the one company and the whole Libra thing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They finna flip this whole bitch upside down. That's the whole symbology of XRP, as above, so below. They finna flip this bitch on his head.
Yeah, hey, shout out to the chat, yo. I remember when Bro Sanchez was doing her story to his story. I don't think his video's up no more. Y'all should really tune in and join his Patreon, yo. If y'all got $5 a month or something, subscribe to the brother. Get in tune with the real knowledge. But I remember when he was doing those podcasts back then, I was talking about cryptocurrency hard when he was doing her story to his story, and people wasn't even paying me no mind.
Bro, I'm telling you. See, now, bro, in the chat talking about there be no crypto EMP. First off, bro, that's not XRP is the only one that can facilitate offline transactions. And the central bank, I think it's in Ghana, they done already tapped into that shit. So XRP, if you need to go get a Coke from the Coke machine or whatever, XRP will tap into that shit offline. And they got an underground bunker, I think in Switzerland.
China banking system, yuan finna blow up. They first up.
They finna flip it, and now they campaigning Kanye right now with this whole Moses and inadequate liquidity in the system. Them shits going together like 1-2. It ain't 1-1. And you feel me? That's just how it's going right now.
I tried to bring it up a couple streams ago, but Kim Kardashian, she finna face the SEC right now. She cryptocurrency for all.
It's all tied in. You feel me? They ain't campaigning this bitch out for no reason. They giving niggas clues and hints to all this new shit. And Kanye ain't no different from Kim getting tapped into by the SEC. Even Trump was on his little pedestal talking about the SEC, and they got a real problem with Gary. Bro, this shit is all a joke.
Gary Gensler.
Oh, hell yeah, weird ass nigga.
I have no idea nothing about no banks or nothing, but did you guys hear about this is not really related to Kanye. We could talk about Kanye too, but y'all was talking about the Kanye news is making y'all not pay attention to other stuff. Did y'all hear about plants? Plants can see. Did y'all hear that?
Plants can see, trees can walk in all that. Yeah, I seen that, sister. They can touch you and high vibration and yeah.
Well, no. What I'm talking about is like they literally said that plants can see. They have like photoreceptors that can see. Like there's a species that literally can change. It's like a mimicking plant, and it can change its leaves to match any other leaf, and it could change its color, it could change its shape, it could change like how it's like the veins look, like all to match the plant. It could even match a plastic plant, like a plant that's not even really real. So and then the same photoreceptors that it has, plenty of other plants have too. So I think that's interesting, but I'm kind of into shit like that.
Nah, you're right, sister. Finna say only the white folks that's in power, not the regular white folks, then told us that other shit ain't smart. Like I feel like the trees probably know all of the secrets of all time in the neighborhood, but they just can't.
Somebody said yes, like somebody was like, "What if when you be walking in the woods or something and you feel like somebody's looking at you, it's because a tree looking at you?"
No cap.
Like that would be weird, but I don't know. But
it's like think
on to
about it.
Kanye. Hey, did y'all? Okay, I'm from LA. Did you know? Kanye said he was gonna try to give those shirts to the homeless people. Why would he try to give them to the homeless people? Like them homeless people not gonna get beat up wearing them shirts, or
Because
the
the shirts
if they
already look
weird,
homeless, so it's kind of like dressed down.
No. The Farm Lives Matters.
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah,
that's not
that
smart.
one. That's not smart at all, especially if they're mentally ill or like, anything like that would not be smart. Like, I don't know. I feel like Kanye, to be 100 with you, I feel like when he went to that mental hospital, they broke his mind and he's never really been the same since. I feel like he's slowly getting worse and worse. And I don't think he even has, like, I know he knows what he's doing. Of course, I'm not saying he's not a grown-ass man. But what I'm saying is, like, at some point, the stuff he's talking about is more or less like stuff I could imagine a white person talking about, like not really him. Like, does that make sense? Like his whole circle has changed to the point where he's not even relatable to his original self, if that makes sense. They like really brainwashed him really bad. And for him to think that it's cool to give some homeless people these shirts is like a real bad cognitive dissonance. Like, I feel like that's really, like, to be a Black person and think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give these homeless people these White Lives Matter shirts in LA. That's crazy.
No, I don't think it was no brainwash or none of that. I think it's all a part of the his affiliation.
But that's what I'm saying. It all works together. Like, I feel like the average celebrity is low-key brainwashed anyway, but like the fact that he thinks that, I feel like he is commodifying who he is as a like Black person in relation to what's going on with white people and their money system and how they run shit. And, you know, like, I feel like he really lost himself with all this getting money shit. Like, he said himself that it wasn't until after he got in a damn car accident that people started listening to his music. Like, I don't know. I feel like at some point he kind of changed his, like, I feel like he was worried about the wrong shit, like stuck in your ego. So I'm not saying that he's not aware of what he's doing, but it still can be brainwashing. Just like how people, when people join cults and they know they're inside of a religious program and what they're doing, they know that they're following orders or they're being disciplined, or you get what I'm trying to say? But it's
look,
brainwashing.
He said it best. He said, I sold my soul to the devil and it was a crappy deal. All I got was some shit, something, and a Happy Meal. Look, he carried himself like a dude who sold his soul to the devil and got a crappy deal. I ain't gonna lie. I believe him when he said that shit.
Not gonna lie, I haven't even heard him say that. I haven't really been paying attention to him because it's so cringy. It's really cringy. But
he said that a minute ago too.
He said that a minute ago.
Making all kind of shit. Yeah.
And also, if you look at his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album, that was very
album.
But it was very dark, man.
It was creepy. It was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was very creepy. And I feel like that right there is kind
I feel like that was his switch. And I think
Yeah.
that was a very popular album too. Like, I went and bought that like physical, and I was like a teenager. Like, I bought that physical. That was a really popular album too. That was like his turning point. Like, after that, his music was never really the same.
And the symbolism got very, very heavy around that point with him, Jay-Z. That was all the videos started getting heavy with the symbolism and real dark and black and white and stuff. They were wearing all that leather and dressing like executioners and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, that power video was it. It was the power video. That was it right there. That was all the symbolism you needed in that power video. Bro, had horse on, the Freemason symbol at the end, the sword of Damocles. He had all that shit in there, and that was it for me.
Well, I'm still over. I ain't over the fact that him and Elon Musk been kicking it. He been visiting a little SpaceX fort in Texas. He been in and out the man's house and bought 34 kids with him and sat down and watched the rocket testing. And it's just been a lot of stuff he's been doing with Elon lately.
Well, that's what I wanted to chime in on, because you guys were talking about XRP earlier, and that ties in a lot with Elon Musk, you know, because Elon Musk, PayPal was originally called X Company, and you know, they basically everything that XRP was trying to do, is people argue as if was PayPal the original online payment transfer, you know, money remittance, you know, international company. So a lot of people suspect that Elon Musk is sort of like a person secretly involved, even if it doesn't seem like it. He's just sort of making a lot of moves that are in that direction. But it was just interesting that he had a company. The PayPal was originally founded as X.com, and X is what they code all currencies that are supranational. So they're like borderless currencies. Like gold is XAU, and you know, so XRP is supposed to be like a borderless bridge currency for like future central bank digital currencies. So all currencies gonna be digital, and that's gonna be the one that they swap them in between with.
Even the son's name start with an X.
Exactly.
Oh, see, I was thinking that. That's all you need to know right here.
Yeah, Kanye shouted him out when he was wearing a Satoshi Nakamoto shirt, getting off the little tour bus. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I feel like all of crypto was a practice run. Everybody used for this shit.
Kanye mentor is Jay-Z, right?
Yeah,
big brother.
Big brother.
So didn't even have to look no further than that.
Not no more. I think that nigga's mentor now is Elon Musk. He's really been.
Yeah, you right, Sanchez.
Yeah, he been preaching for the technocracy lately.
And whoever Elon Musk is, he's been given the goal to design every infrastructure. Like, people don't even question that. This is a guy from a whole nother country that's been given so much access to do. You got 7 companies you're the CEO of. That's already should make your head spin. and then somehow you got all these infrastructure deals. Like, what the hell is really going on here? This shit is bigger. This shit is a big move right now.
Yeah, and then I knew Elon Musk, not literally knew him, but like I have been seeing Elon because I watch a lot of like scientific things. I try to like understand like their point of view or whatever. And he was really heavy into like the whole simulation theory, and like I don't know, he had a very like pessimistic view of the future and that AI were gonna overtake us, but at the same time, aren't you creating AI? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, like he's always kind of rubbed me wrong because it's like he tried to come in, look cool, smoke weed, like hang out with Kanye. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, he started dating this really known singer or
I beg to
something.
differ. I beg to differ. I think what it is that people like Elon Musk, these people are raised to be thinkers. A lot of times our people are raised to be rappers and ball players. So to me, that's the difference.
Stupid. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is with the things that he's doing in tandem with the mindset he has for the future is cause for concern personally, considering that he's the one with the power to make it happen. Do you get me?
He's presenting his approach towards AI as if he's doing it, like you say, it's going to be crazy what it's going to do. So he's acting as if he's doing AI preemptively, but it's like whether you do it preemptively or not, you're still building the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but
well, what it is
I mean, even the Teslas are.
You either want to be with the Jetsons or the Flintstones. That's just the way the world is going. I'm riding with the Jetsons. If y'all want to be Flintstonians, go ahead. But this is the way the world. This is why Kanye is working with Elon, because
why I gotta be that black and white, Madonna?
No. I got it.
What we need to be doing.
I got it. Let me do something real quick to Madonna. Let me explain something to you, Madonna. You everything that they want in the world, brother. A dude that look back at his ancestors and think that exactly what the white man said is true. They didn't have toilet paper. They were dumb. Dude, if you look at most of the technology in the world, guess what? Black people invented the shit. Now check this out, man. You know, I'm not a dude that would normally say no shit like that. But the reason I'm using the word black, because you use the word black. What we need to really say is ancient people, though, man. You act like you don't watch my streams. I'm showing you all of the technology that we make in the day existed in the past. And I'm showing it in undeniable evidence. One of the most beautiful things about Kemet, why you got Kemet in your name, sir, is that the Ankh is an energetic oscillator. That's the foundation of all the world power generators that we use in today. This was way back in Kemet. So,
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but the analogy I'm using, meaning when I say Flintstonian to Jetson, meaning like, okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna end right here. Yes, you thinking that the more futuristic we get, the more better off we getting. I can tell you straight up, the more futuristic we get, the more faster shit get. And faster don't mean better, dude. Like, that's the crazy thing with technology advancing in today's world. We think faster is better, but it's not, man. Like, the microwave food ain't better than slow cooked food.
I agree with everything you said, but what I'm saying is this: I think the direction America and most countries are moving toward is a technological world, and to me, for our kids to succeed, we need those different type of programs that teach them about tech and the things that Elon is into, because to me, this is the future.
Yeah, listen, hold on. Now I just started cooking with him. One of the things that they into is showing them how men can have births. I'm not making this up. In this new world, they're gonna be a lot. That's why I said, just cause things changing don't mean I got the motherfucking change. Cause if shit ain't changing for the good, then I'm not gonna change just cause shit changing and for the worse with the world. Like, my thing is, when everybody start using electric cars that drive themselves, I'm not changing. I'm gonna be the only nigga with a gas tank. in a regular car. Y'all can have that self-driven shit. It's just certain niggas on the world right now that are old school niggas who do shit the old school way, and when you kick it round them, it's like going back in time. It's a nigga right now listening to a song on an ADAT. Tell
No,
me
I mean
I'm
I feel
lying.
that, but ultimately what I'm saying is that when it comes to all these computer programming and creating different virtual reality and all these things, I understand the morals. You saying, yeah, we don't need to accept all that, you know, accepting all men having babies and all of the weird shit. I'm
You
just saying,
gotta
I
accept
think,
it all though.
but what I'm saying, I don't think we have to accept it. I think we can, you know, just, you know, hey, like that ain't for me. You ride with that, I'm riding with this. But what I'm saying is, I think the world is headed to. I think our kids need to know these different techs. Like, just think about a bunch of our kids knew how to work on an electric car because we know that's what they're trying to push and move toward. So that's the things I'm saying, something like that. Our kids need to know how to work on electric cars. That way, they can create a business or create
You
a
know,
job or
I'm gonna
something
give
to do that.
I'm gonna give you a better one. I think our kids need to learn how to stand up because their parents didn't learn it. And they need to learn how to speak their voice and tell the people in power the kind of world that they want to fucking create versus the kind of world that Rockefeller, Rothschild, the World Economic Forum, and all them want to create. Because let me share something with you real quick. When we don't like what we see outside and the environments that we grow up in, we ain't got nobody to blame but ourselves. The slave woke up every day and he was in a fucking plantation. Guess who built that plantation? He did. We build the prisons that they trap us in, and we say, man, we got to learn how to build these new prisons. The prison is getting high tech. And I'm saying, bro, we need to quit building prisons in the first place. In other words, there are a bunch of rich people with their money controlling and shaping everything that happened in our world, all the way down to the level when a person say, this is what our children need to be doing. That's what a rich man said they need to be doing. I'm asking the parent, look in your child's eyes and think in your mind, what is your will for your child? Because check this out, what is they will for themselves? We keep getting on everybody else program just because, well, this the way the world going, man. Everybody else doing it, so we got to get on board. And I get what you're saying, but guess what, though? If you look at what everybody else doing to rise up, they pushing back. Like the people in power, they didn't say, man, let's get busy building the world or the goddamn, like you a Bible dude. They didn't stay in Egypt and slaves under the Pharaoh. Moses said, fuck that. And his whole system, I'm leading these people somewhere. We're going to build a world of our own, a land of milk and honey. Now, if you ask me, bro, I'm going to use your Bible for a scenario. We are the children of Israel, Madon. And right now, under these people and their agenda in the world, that's Egypt. And I think we need a Moses to lead us from up under these people to our own agenda, own shit. Like now or never, man. I get it. Like the world is going with STEM. But if you look at how bizarre this new world looking, I've been doing videos, you've been following. And like you said, we don't really like a lot of the shit they doing, but we got to roll with what we got to roll with to compete in the new world. And that's basically what we saying. Like they already saying how it ain't gonna be no police. It's gonna be robots policing people and drones and shit with guns and all that old crazy shit. And guess what? Who you think gonna build all this shit? We are. The children is gonna build all of this future technology that's gonna create a tyrannical form of government, a technocracy, what they call in smart world. And the more smarter our technology get, the more dumber motherfuckers get, man. And I hate to say that, you know I ain't lying, bro. The more lazier we get, the more less quality shit get. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go back in time and eat some ice cream, you're gonna eat the best ice cream you ever ate because that shit was made a certain way with time. If you got a pair, like shit is more quality. Like folks spend more money today on antique shit than new shit because of what I'm saying. This old antique shit was made with a quality where that shit still here 50 years later, and all our new shit, it breaks every motherfucking time you turn around. It's flimsy as hell. It's the difference between you getting in a wreck and that electric Tesla versus and you coming into contact with an old deuce and a quarter. Your ass is dead, dude, in that plastic shit. So what I'm saying, I'm just giving you an example over. We traded quality for quantity, and we robbed ourselves out of a quality experience of life because we wanted to go faster, faster, faster. We're speed freaks.
I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. And but see, one thing about Moses is that he was learning all the ways of the Egyptians. He had the knowledge of the Most High, but in order to know how to run a government and things like that, he was studying and learning the ways of the Egyptians. So, but what I feel you when it comes to the antique shit, you're right. More people are buying old shit than new shit because of the quality. I get that, but I'm just saying that we need to learn in all their ways as far as running a nation, and we can do our own shit.
Hey, can I interject real quick? I believe somebody on the panel had just recently spoke about something about the Three Musketeers with Kanye and Trump and Elon. With all this anti-Semitism going on and the desensitizing of their words and what they be putting on live TV, they actually are considering themselves as the Three Musketeers based off their social media platforms they got. Elon got Company X, Kanye trying to push through Parler, through Twitter, and Donald Trump got Truth Social that he pushing across all platforms. That's going to be their new desensitizing platforms, so they don't get kicked off of.
Yeah, I want to decipher this shit real quick. Y'all can see my screen share.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah,
this, right? Not only do I want to roast it, but I want to show you the agenda, right? I've been hearing Elon Musk and Kanye West really speak highly about the world moving forward, going into this advanced technological state. We're talking simulated realities, metaverses, mind uploading, all this kind of stuff. Now, I deal with sacred geometry, so I want to show y'all what I see when I see this image, because I always see something. And what I see in this one is virtual reality goggles. Let me see if y'all see it in a minute. Elon and Kanye are making virtual reality goggles. Let me see if y'all see it. Wait a second. Here go the goggles, right? Now watch this.
Factuals.
Am
I
I
see
tripping?
it. Yep.
Am I tripping though?
You spot on, bro. Where they hands connect and everything. That's where the nose go right there. You own something.
See,
the head is the lenses.
And so now let me fuck you up.
Bro, okay.
Now let me fuck. Hold on. Let me keep going. Right now, they are trying to crack the infinity code. Now let me show you something. Look at this infinity symbol, y'all.
Bro, this shit wild.
Wait a second. Just let me cook a minute. Look at the infinity symbol. Look at the Pac-Man mouth eating downward. Now let's go back to Elon and Kanye.
You gotta drop a bomb for that one, man.
You see the Pac-Man though? Mm-hmm.
You see him? You see the Pac-Man mouth, right? Eating up the soul, right? Right. And
bro, you gotta drop a bomb for that.
VR VR glasses, right? Yeah.
And
so
also
that's
Kanye being the left side. He the eye of Horus, so that's the left eye. So he been on point with that symbology.
I can see it so clear. It's not even funny.
Now look. Now let me show you how this can play out, though. Now, Elon Musk got the technology, like I said, to treat our minds like a musket, to launch them out the body or out of body spirit, jack out the box, right? He got the Neuralink technology. Now, Kanye West can be the face of the younger generation being comfortable with going out the body. How can that happen? A lot of these rappers talking about having concerts in the metaverse where you upload your mind into, it's an out-of-body experience with them, so to speak. This shit is getting spiritual now. See what I'm saying?
And Kanye got a lot of current songs about water as well.
So
and those goggles.
how do you make to these next generation of children who gonna really, they didn't care about us. They need to normalize this for the children of being out the body, virtual reality, all that. So look, I think because of all these children look up the idols, if they celebrities say, look, my next concert is gonna be in the metaverse, you got to put these goggles on. It'll go from goggles to mind uploading to it'll just get layers of just advancements with this whole technology that they talking about here. Yeah.
They already been doing that.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, then they tried to hit us earlier with the FM Mika already looking like a Fortnite character. So they already, trying to give you somebody on where the minds and attention is already at. And Kanye, all his new glasses he been coming out. If you look up his new shades he got, they basically are some like visors that cover your whole eyes, like the shit you get when you have like an eye procedure or something like that.
And some of them concerts, they be kind of like virtual experiences, how they be having a little background, pictures moving, switching up the colors, aspire. It's like they changed the whole atmosphere. For you.
And they've been doing the holograms. And I think Meg Thee Stallion literally did like a VR like show.
Yeah, those new concerts are crazy with them big old screens and all. Like you could literally feel like you done got hypnotized going to a concert now. You know what I'm saying? With all the LEDs and the shit going on.
This goddamn, and this picture, man. Like for Elon to put this shit out, the level of corniness and just, oh man, this is just so fucking.
They did that in person at SpaceX probably, and they was like, "I'm gonna post it, Kanye. Just wait."
God damn, man.
Whole time Kanye West already said that he be doing this in his home in his spare time. He be doing this type of memes and stuff. He probably created this.
But for real though, that's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's DBZ Fusion Dance.
Yeah, so what they gonna be? Elon West or Kanye Musk?
Fusion is what I'm.
But this what I'm
that
saying
word
though, bro.
fusion is an important word, man.
Jay-Z, Kanye West mentor. Like I said before, Jay-Z is Kanye West's mentor. Who did Jay-Z align himself with when he started to reach different heights of so-called monetary gains? One in a white man, one is named Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, yep.
Didn't he do his fusion dance with that old ass white man? I'm just saying.
Yeah, Jay went with the old money, Kanye went with the new money.
No, but my thing is this though. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This nigga Kanye has probably finally realized that, like Sanchez said, I done made a bad deal with the devil. Now, you can be diamond in the Players Club and say, I'm stripping to go to school, or you could be a motherfucker that say, I'm just stripping to get paid. You dig what I mean? Whatever your reason is, don't negate the fact that you stripping in this club.
Hey,
motherfuckers who figure out they in the club ass naked, that decide they finna go above and beyond and do all the extra shit to get what they doing, this is what you got the Kanye Wests. That's where you got the Jay-Z's and all of them people. These folks should not be idolized because they literally selling themselves out for entertainment. Laugh at the show, man. It's a gong show.
I believe Elon Musk deleted this picture because he said, yeah, man, this one here just is a straight up sword fight, though. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we got to take this one down right here. 3 swords. But now check it out. It's making an hourglass. That's the god of time, Chronos, Xmas, all that. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, tell me that shit don't say Rappler. Tell me that don't say Rappler, though. It say Parler, but it say Rappler, how you was talking about Ripple and all that shit. The rapper. That shit say
Ripple or Rappler. Yep, got you. I got you, man. That is deep though, yeah.
Even Ripple, the XRP is the anagram for the Rho and the Chi, or what we associate as the RX symbol. So if they put God on the money, they giving you a digital version of God money.
Bro, they telling you straight up.
Where all the money go.
The shit
Yeah,
is all
so
about liquidity, and all Kanye West been
so
talking about is water and streams and shit in his music lately.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
so
I'm
so
gonna have to make that.
so
I'm gonna have to make that shirt.
so let's get to this part of the game real quick. How Kanye West clearly apologized, and it is just amazing to me how folks are saying he didn't apologize. Like, yo, the man apologized. It came out his mouth like that. People hearing that shit, right? And then they'll be like, well, what he meant was, and bro, at that point, is you kind of psychotic with this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. It's messing your brain up. You too invested in it at that point. You know.
It got me at the end when he said he was willing to give him a hug, bro Sanchez. That was enough for
Yeah,
me.
man. Yeah, man. So to the people who
That
you
was
know,
sarcasm.
Damn, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say he was being sarcastic.
Oh,
nah, he
shit.
wasn't being
Yeah, because I
sarcastic.
remember when
He wasn't being
I remember in
sarcastic.
my sociopath days. I remember in my sociopath days, I used to say like, "I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry." Like apologizing in a way and not really meaning. I don't know
Yeah,
about y'all, but you could be
I
just another
use
version of a sociopath.
yeah, I use sarcasm all the time. And there's a way you use it. You use it to let the person know you using it. You give like a certain gesture with it, like a hint to let you know you're being sarcastic. And if they don't get it, guess what you say? Yo, I was just being sarcastic. You never let the person walk away taking it literally when you're using sarcasm or you misused it. So my thing is, in a position that Kanye is, in an anti-Semitic, being blamed as being anti-Semitic, yeah, you want to be clear and conclusive on shit like that. This ain't a time for really sarcasm. That'll be the worst time for you to be sarcastic is when you're on fucking trial on Piers Morgan Uncensored and Exclusive Live, and he's trying to squeeze an apology out of you. This where you need to be clear, man. Either you apologizing or you ain't. And yeah, the sarcasm ain't a good time for this kind of point right here. Yeah.
Well, I think he was playing their own game against them. The brother has rattled the stables, and he told. I mean, he said clear that these people are my enemies, and we're pretty much at war. So hey, I don't idolize Kanye, but through the spirit of the Most High, I'm riding with him.
Yeah, man. I think me personally that he didn't really rattle any stables, me personally, man. I think if he really was rattling these stables, he would face the fate of a Malcolm X, of a Tupac Shakur, a Khalid Muhammad. I know what it's like to rattle the stables in America. They don't give you more microphones when you start saying stuff they don't like. They take the mics away from you. You become a voiceless motherfucker. You realize quickly when you don't when you saying some stuff that's really threatening them, because they'll start definitely taking those mics out in front of your mouth and those cameras up off you. That's why I didn't get when people saying they was censoring Trump. Yeah, they censoring them like they did to NWO, the rap group. They just made them bigger. Like that's a marketing scheme, if you ask me.
Well,
Like,
I remember.
yeah.
I thought I heard a couple people say that Nora. I don't call him Nori no more. I call him Nora. Nigga on the run apologizing. They said Nora was the only one to give him a chance. Everybody else had stopped when let them on their panel or they podcast and shit like
No,
that. How true that is, I don't know. That is what I heard.
set him up. Nori set him up because Nori act like he didn't know what Kanye was gonna say prior to the show, when all that shit is pre-discussed when you go on these big platforms like that, and we all know that shit. If you go to Vlad right now, he gonna let you know what the nature of the interview is going to be, and you probably even have to sign a contract or some shit, agreeing to them terms. And then when the camera come on, we act like we didn't have that conversation. We rolled the interview. He didn't tell you what to say. He just told you what he was gonna ask and what it was the interview. That's how it be. So he tell you like the kind of shit we gonna get into. Kanye, you know, you just can't go on a person's show and go to randomly bringing up shit. Like if you go on Maury, you'll sign a contract where you'll agree maybe to that you got to stay within certain confines with your dialogue. Like you can fuck around and get his show taken down spewing some anti-extremist type shit at the wrong time. So that's what I'm saying. Like I do media and there's a contract behind the scenes most of the time. Even if I'm just getting somebody on a panel for a stream, we're gonna call each other, get on an email and kind of go over what we're gonna do and all that. You think we're gonna say that when we fire the show up? Hey y'all, we talked on the email and we said, no, that's stupid. We just gonna do what we said. This is how media is, man. We forget that part. But what I'm saying, so ain't no nigga shocked. A nigga may say behind the scenes, look, when you bring that up, I'm gonna do the whoa face and I'm gonna play crowd cheers. I hate to bust y'all bubble, but what I'm telling you is sly way rehearsed. It's still live, like that nigga don't know what he gonna say, but he know what you gonna ask, basically what I'm saying. It's still a lot of sort of framing with this shit. But so Normate, you know, he knew what the thing was. They're trying to do the scapegoat ritual. This is how you make a person who really ain't saying shit look like what they saying is so powerful. I swear to God, if I play a Kanye West interview right now, you'll hear shit like, you know, I analyzed and I went inside, Pierce, and, you know, just like the sun, you know, and the moon, you know, when they said Yeezy, you know, with Gap, I said, you know what, these people can't hold me back, man. I'm gonna rise up. I told him, Sway, I said, listen, man, when I signed with Rockefeller, man, you know, and when my mom died, I just took the ground. I just, you know, and it's just this ongoing run-on sentence of abstract poetry and just back and forth from him crying about the Jews and blackballing to just this. It's a poetic vibe, and it's like maybe people need that right now. But what it is I don't think that is really a threat to America. Everything I just impersonated how Kanye be, I don't think the fucking white America is scared of that. Now, what I think they're scared of is a Khalid Muhammad, a Malcolm X, a dude go up there roaring like a lion, getting right to the point about the injustices in his country. That's what I'm talking about. If you ain't making that man turn red, you ain't putting no heat on him. You ain't saying nothing that's really a threat to him. I be pulling up them old Khalid Muhammad debates and shit, and when he was on Donahue and pulling up Malcolm X on them interviews and shit, debating these folks, man, that shit right there is the spirit what I'm talking about. That's what have them, you know, that's when you know your days are numbered. Like the way Tupac was talking, everybody knew his time was limited.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, a lot of them brothers that come up in the Nation of Islam, under the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and honorable Minister Farrakhan, you know, that teaching, man, it you know, it give you that spirit that you talk about in a lot of those teachings, man. And there's other teachings you can get that give you that fire as well. But as far as Malcolm and Khaled, you know, I ain't seen two brothers like that since.
You ain't gonna see no people like that because they propping up these, like what Malcolm said, celebrity leaders. That's a different thing. Khalid Muhammad wasn't no musician. He didn't have a mic. The man carried a fucking AK around in his hand. Now, you think a nigga comfortable around him? Like them pictures I show you with Killer Mike hugging all up on Bernie Sanders and all that. Like, you ain't gonna find images of Malcolm or or none of these old revolutionaries back in the day, tongue kissing some gray-haired Republican politician in the damn mouth. No, man, if anything, they had a mouthful for them to speak. See, these folks wanted a Negroes they can control. That ain't so much of a threat, right? That ain't spewing all of the truth. Why? The truth hurt. We want the man that's talking that ain't gonna hurt me. Even though you need to be hurt, somebody need to tell you the truth about the system that we in. And I don't think Kanye is that guy when he's wearing a MAGA hat, Make America Great Again. That's automatically a big statement saying that his idea of America being great is the fucking slave oppressors' same idea. He got the same idea of America being great as Trump. That can't be good if you ask me. And any black folks who supporting any of these political parties thinking either one of them got the best interests of the people in mind, then, that's kindergarten level stuff. We shouldn't even be debating that in 2022, man. But yeah.
Hey, would you say this is a separation of church and state, being that a lot of collaborations are actually bringing out a lot of Jewish people, Orthodox or unorthodox, and you got Christianity and Nation of Islam? No, it's a tough question, but church and state is very still much standard in America today.
I'm trying to figure out why Kanye got more on his hat, but
where you see that at, man? I don't see
up under it's like I said, a Viper Moore or no, my bad.
Okay.
It's backwards. It's backwards on my TV. It said it's some
Viper
room. It say room.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, on my it say Moore on the TV because it's flipped.
Man, well, Kanye has made a comment on Joe Rogan about black people being the Moors when he talked about Maleficent and how they casted the people in Disney, how Disney casted the Moors as evil people. So he's put that out. Kanye has said everything that'll tickle any type of conspiracy theorist or anybody that's looked at any type of alternative information. He said something to tickle their fancy and dry you in.
Y'all check this out one more time for the record. Listen to this right here. Salutes to the people hopping on. We got George Macon hopping on too once again. And I see you. So look, I'm a God in the waiting room. We letting you on. We can get a little order going, but check this out, y'all.
Jewish people. Speaking on Piers Morgan Uncensored, Kanye West defended his comments before moving to apologise.
I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments. And I think that one in particular, I can understand.
Oh my God. God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. I will say I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through. DEFCON, with hurt, with sorry for the people. I will say I'm sorry for I'm sorry for the people that I will say I'm sorry for the
I had to play that. Yeah. So I mean there you go though. I predicted that. I just had to play it in the clip. Yeah.
Hey Sanchez, you got the Chris Cuomo video that he did, the one with Chris Cuomo when he was in the car.
Chris Cuomo. When was this one?
It was the day before this.
I put it in the back chat, bro. I put it in the back chat, bro.
Okay, somebody got me covered. Somebody got me covered.
Yeah, pull that one up too.
I see.
Dang, it's a lot of videos because I was gonna tell him to talk about the one with the millionaire when he was talking about, yeah, I'm a millionaire. Like I wanted to talk about that too.
Hey, look, let me say this though. To the brother who gave me this link, can you give me a time stamp I can hop to or something? Cause it's 20 minutes.
It starts so like it started about 1 minute. About 1 minute. This joint is kind of explosive too. They go at it.
Yeah.
And mind you, Chris Cuomo is canceled off of CNN too. Y'all remember it's not CNN. This
Hey, real quick too. Chris Cuomo was God that was looked at as supposed to be on so-called black people's side, right? Watch this. Watch he turn right back into our open enemy. Like he act like he's on our side until you speak out against him.
Yeah, he
Where
wagged
to
his finger
use
at
my
Kanye.
legal name, Ye. I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. I'm sure you guys didn't mean it as any disrespect, but at least on the Chiron, changed my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you, why'd you change it? Just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Understood. Understood and appreciated.
And I know that, and I listen, I know that's the truth. All of us got slave names, if you will. But here's my thing. You saying that and still having a church indoctrinating us with the slave master's religion is hypocritical to me. Because guess what? Jesus is the name of a slave god. The name Ye is the name of the Hebraic, another variation of the Hebraic God in the Bible. Yeshua. That's his name. So the only thing I'm saying is you're giving us the slave masters, you're immersed in the slave masters indoctrination. Your whole concept of spirituality is what the slave master would have gave the slave. So all of this stuff,
And you gotta remember, they study us, so they know what riles us up, what gets us going. Malcolm X told us before he was killed about the athletes, the entertainers, and all these different things. And he asked them when he was on the podium, if you look into the white man, he doesn't let his singers and athletes speak for them on as a group on a national scale. They prompt these people up. So the thing is, they know what gets us riled up and so he comes in and he says everything that the elders before us say. So we hear it and we go along with it. But this is the thing, what I keep telling people. He's bringing a pro-black argument to the table against these devils, but his lifestyle don't reflect it, so they don't take him serious. They don't fear him because they know he's contracted in with them. He's not living. He's an enemy to his message, basically, because he's not the.
I disagree.
Okay, I got you. Well, from my perspective on what I'm seeing, when you looked at, let me put it in better terms. When our grandparents and them was fighting to get things done and to get recognition and to get respect, they was the full embodiment of what it was that they was arguing about. When he going against the Jewish people stick together, right or wrong, weak or strong, to protect their image and their name. They're the full embodiment. He's not. He doesn't represent it. That's why that's why they're not respecting what he's saying. And anytime he says something about what happened to our people, they don't have to respect it because there's no power behind it.
Well, look, how can they respect it when it's the same dude with a White Lives Matter shirt on? That's my point. Yeah, what I'm saying is he's a double talker. So my thing is this right here. He's their double talker, though, if you ask me. And
that's
look,
what I'm trying to say.
I'm going to end on this, though. What I was saying was I don't think that they are, not respecting him, his pro-black message, because he ain't really embodying it. I don't think they really respect pro-black or pro-white messages because them the two that they seeded out there to keep the divide and conquer going. Now, when you start speaking pro-humanitarian shit, you're directly speaking against the World Economic Forum and human rights that they're infringing on. These folks are creating crimes against humanity, and that goes for all people of all skin tones. Like, for example,
I'm sorry.
so I'm saying, look, I think what'll happen is if you go up there talking some deep shit about how these Jews really setting up shop, controlling the world like that, I really think they'll start really, seeing you as a threat. I think they don't see Kanye as a threat because he ain't saying nothing new that ain't no other knucklehead Al Sharpton or somebody like that and said some pro-black, pro-white stuff. One of those.
I agree with
I think with George, hey, please, George, let me say this real fast. I think George saying kind of like what Tupac said, when Pac was like, it's hard for me to walk around here with a presidential Rolex on and telling the people we gotta. So it's kind of like that, people see you with all this bling on and then they pull and you just like, man, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think the part that we missing is the pro-black that I'm speaking about is not this crap that they talking about. The pro-black I'm speaking about is why they shot Dr. King. See, they like to invoke Dr. King whenever they want to, or the people before us. They spent a lifetime giving us slaves names and taking away our thorough knowledge and stuff for who we are. When we stand unified, going against the status quo of what they told us we were, that is humane. Because the pro-black that we know fought for everybody. It didn't fight for just black people. The pro-black we know fought for the unification of everybody. When you look at our ancestors, we revered Africa, but our thing wasn't steered in going back to Africa. It was us getting rights here in America and being equal and being all these different things. So us being pro-black is pro everything that you said, because that's what they fought for. That's what they stood for. When we come and we're the full embodiment of them, they don't take you seriously. So when I look at Dr. King, he had a black wife. He represented the opposite of what it was that they was trying to give to us, especially when he spoke out against the war and he wanted to have the poor people's march and all those different things. He was using his blackness of who he really was to unify everybody. So they fear that more than you talking this black shit and then talking about you want to go back to the house with the witch. They laughing at you. You a joke to them.
Also, I wanted to chime in, he's a celebrity at the highest caliber. A lot of contracts. He probably don't even own the likeness to Kanye West no more. So he could be using that as like, hey, I had to legally change my name because I done signed it away and this is a new version of me, but I can ride on the fact that, I'm changing my name like a Malcolm X or something like that. But
yeah,
I agree
you got the Old Testament Kanye and the New Testament. I like New Testament Kanye West.
Like this is the whole like I was telling y'all, the occult ritual shit. Just like the alter ego and personality and all that shit. That's the whole thing about the name change, in my opinion. Once I know that Kanye studies Aleister Crowley and he's a man of Ordo Templis Orientis, then I know this Kanye that y'all see ain't the real Kanye. One thing about the word occult means hidden, and you never let the people see the true agenda. And you never present yourself as the true you to the people. This is like warfare shit that they learn and all that. I think behind closed doors, most of these folks that we see on TV probably ain't even the way we fucking see they ass, man. Like,
you 100% right. You correct, Sanchez.
I've been feeling like that too.
That's what creates the spectacle of scandal. When we finally see them in their real form, we act like we shocked it. Oh, I can't believe he would do that. That's because we believe in their character. And then all of a sudden, when they do something that's outside of their character, we gasp, but that's actually just normal. You know what I'm saying?
And I think what Kanye's saying is like, just because I'm black and rich, please, my people, don't shun me or look at me as a byword. Just because I'm rich. I'm trying to tell y'all what's really popping out here. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of us already know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I've been saying a lot, man, and I gotta roast this too. You know, a lot of our folks be like, man, pray for Jesus, man. Pray for Ye, man. Hey, pray for your children, man. Pray for that dude down the street sleeping on the corner. Kanye, all right, man. Kanye
You
got the
won't never see that
world's
nigga in
best.
real life.
Right, that man got the world's best security, bulletproof cars, and all that shit. Like, and guess what? People more likely to fucking fall out when they see Kanye than shoot him. They more likely to have a starstruck motherfucking breakdown.
I think we lose sight of, like, most of us up here, you know, we like they call a lot of us conspiracy theorists and all that kind of stuff, but because we deal with the real reality outside, we understand the illusion. We understand that this stuff is an illusion. All this stuff is a mind game. They're fucking with your mind to draw your energy. These are energy parasites. So they're winning. All of them are winning because they got us talking about it. They're sucking the life out of us because we're spending a lot. We're spending a lot of energy basically focused on them. And this is, see, for me, I invoke Dr. King again. Dr. King had to die when he started talking about bringing everybody together. Poor white people, poor black people. What he did was when he made that saying in '67 about integrating his people into a burning building, and he started to alter his message. What he started to do was rebirth himself and create a new energy. And he had to go because what he was doing was waking up people from all over and unifying. And what they do now is they're altering our energy because they know that we've been online teaching for years. What they want to do is change the algorithm. They want to change our energy. So now we're focused on Kanye, and we done got off of what we've been doing, and they've been paying attention to us. They study us, man. They know what they're doing. All this is a mental game.
I ain't gonna cap. Some of the biggest streams on my channel has been like Fatty Wap decoded, Drake decoded.
Yep.
I got previous ones on Kanye, Trump, and all them. So now me personally, it ain't really a distraction for me per se because I have to cover it to honor the kind of content that I do on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like I do the hip hop occult shit. So I have to come on here and talk about when Beyonce was saying she's Sasha Fierce and shit. People was like, bro, what's up? Do you think it's demon possession? Like I made a channel out of this kind of stuff. Here go my most recent fire one. 30,000 views was the history of demon time and demonology and music and black music. So I got to cover, me personally, I have to cover this rap stuff. Right here, we're talking about Biggie Small and Op Packs and Papa Lekba and stuff. Like, I'm just to give y'all a disclaimer, because a lot of my people be like, bro, Sanchez, you being distracted. No, was I distracted when I did the Travis Scott joint or the other viral joint with, this kind of content I do on my channel. But salutes to y'all. Salutes to that.
I don't see the problem with communicating about things. I love to have dialogue and pick people's mind and gain a clearer understanding of where we all are as a community in relation to the things that happen in the world. And because they have a lot of fame, even if you're not talking about them, somebody's talking about them. And at some point, I mean, you gonna talk about them or you not. It's up to you. But people gonna be talking about them. They're gonna be talking about everybody.
I think we shouldn't. Oh my bad. I think we shouldn't lose focus on the real problem at hand. That's the main point of Kanye. Is that these people who's running these industries that we make up the majority in. I hope we just don't lose that point and just focus too much on Ye, because that's the biggest problem, in my humble opinion, is that these people who's been holding us hostage and holding jurisdiction over us for years. You know what I'm saying?
So the thing is this right here. A lot of people is saying celebrities are throwing Kanye under the bus. Let me play some of those real quick. Like Ice Cube came out. Hold up. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna shock you and probably make you mad. I agree with these celebrities, man. I agree with these celebrities. I'm gonna tell you why I agree with them. let's say all us in the music game, we all getting money with these Jews now. All of us black niggas know we in the bed with the Jews. We got contracts, business lines, all that. And we know that, yeah, they blackball you. They don't treat everybody right sometimes. But we got hundreds of millions of dollars and all this stuff, and basically everybody just doing their own thing and all that. Now, one Negro have a problem with these Jews. Now, he want everybody else to have a problem with the Jews. I'ma just be honest with y'all. I can't really fault other celebrities. Ice Cube, like, look, that nigga on his own with that anti-Semitic shit. Like, wait a minute, man, don't put me with that. So what I'm saying is, I don't think they throwing him under the bus if that's what they coming from with it. Or people think they should stand up with him or stuff. Yeah, each man battle with the beast is his own legal battle that he got to go through. And you can't go crying like that's just the way that shit go in the game. Bro, I was chasing this music shit.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and I think. Oh, my bad.
I think that's legally he's the CEO of the big three, so he got a fiduciary interest not to engage in shit like that as an owner of a successful league like that.
The point Kanye was making is that in the 90s, Cube had Khalid Muhammad on one of his hardest songs. And that's why they started calling Cube anti-Semitic. So I think that's the point Kanye was pointing to with Cube, is that when Cube did that with Khalid Abdul Muhammad, Cube caught so much flack. It was crazy.
And it took a long time for him to recover from that shit. And and he had to change his whole image to the damn play a cop in every movie and daddy daycare type shit. You know what I'm saying? So he had to do a lot to reform.
I'll just say this right here, peace to the panel. But when we're gonna talk about Cube, like Cube ain't never really did shit for black people. I mean, we giving him this man his flowers, but what has he really done? Because the movies Cube put out,
they turned on Cube.
You know what I'm saying? Cube, I mean, from Boys in the Hood, the rest of the world seen black men as wild hooligans. And then everything else was all comedy shit. So when Cube, make an approach, he writing letters to the government, talking about the black people contract, and everybody black ain't signed on to the shit Cube talking about, for one thing. So Cube, I mean, only thing I ain't really ride with Kanye, but I'll just say this. If Kanye was true about what he doing, which I don't personally believe is true, I don't think his apology was sincere, you know what I'm saying, for one thing, but I ain't riding with him. But if more brothers with the strength that these so-called black men with money got could stick together, that's the only chance, because as long as there's one nigga trying to do it by himself, he gonna always get singled out. So we're gonna just stay in the same spot.
I'm gonna tell you why that's that. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me speak a minute to what he's saying. He making a good point. The reason it ain't no unity against these folks in power, because when every time it's time for us to unite, it's around one man and his problem with him. It's like this, right? We all work for a bank, and the bank is paying all of us pretty good. We ain't complaining. One dude got a problem with the boss. Now, the problem he got with the boss is just a little discrepancy. Every worker was like, yeah, we had that problem too, but we'd overlooked it. The fact that we supposed to all, let's say, get this extra 50-cent raise that we didn't never get, right? But we all overlooked it. Fuck it, right? This dude making a big ruckus to where he about to get fired. Now, I get what y'all saying. All of us finna go in there and make the ruckus and go on strike and shit behind this. I'm gonna tell you, it don't happen that way in the workforce. The reason why, put it this way. Let's say one dude got a problem with the boss, but everybody else ain't got a problem with the boss. But I ain't gonna lie to you, the way that the boss doing that nigga is wrong, though, right? But boss, at that time, I ain't got no problem with the boss or whatever. I'm content with my situation. The people ain't gonna come together because all of a sudden this dude got a problem with boss. That's why I said the people got to come together when ain't nobody beefing with boss, just on the strength of, yo, this the right shit to do. It's only right. This the truth. Fuck it. And that's what my movement is about. Like, I don't have an individual vendetta with Jews. My beef against them is a humanitarian and world thing that's bigger than me. It includes everybody. So instead of a bunch of rappers coming together so that they can give a bunch of Jews so they can give black men better record deals, and so we can have better positions in a capitalist system. I'm saying the world need to come together to expose the fact that fuck me bitching about money and capitalism. The sins against humanity is way greater than that. The fact that our life expectancy has went down just because of the quality of air we breathe, the quality of water we drink, and where these people stay at, it ain't like that.
I dig everything you saying.
This shit
That's what I've been. I was gonna say. I was waiting for y'all to finish talking because I've been thinking that this whole time. Like,
listen. What I'm trying to say though, and you right, bro, Sanchez. You know, I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying is everybody got a problem with boss. Some niggas softer than others. You know what I'm saying? But us as a grassroots community, we ain't got enough army. I mean, a microphone is not a pistol. You know what I'm saying? So we can rally all our troops, but most of the people that's listening gonna go back to work tomorrow and keep putting up with the shit. When you got enough real people to stand up to it, and it's gonna take a bigger pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nothing move but the money in this universe right now. I mean, honest truth.
I think things are just repeating themselves. Because remember, when Ice Cube did that, remember? Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, the next year or a year after
Ice Cube was rocking hard with the NOI at that time too.
Khalid Muhammad did a video. Hold on,
you gotta remember that though.
Hold on. Khalid Muhammad did a video, right? Where he was like, yeah, they came in my boy Cube so bad, Ice Cube melted. He stopped working with me.
Yep.
You know,
But you know,
that's how bad
Ice Cube, it's in the songs. You know, he did that song with nigga don't believe that song. That nigga's wrong.
Right, but I'm
remember
just
that
saying,
track right there. Ice Cube said, "I'm down with Dr. Khalid Muhammad."
I feel that,
but what I'm saying,
Khalid Muhammad released a video where
I know.
he was
seen the
showing that
video.
Cube,
He
these
melted.
people put on so
and
much
the NOI
pressure,
and the
he
NOI
folded,
trying to
brother.
push themselves away from.
Yeah, this brother ain't
but
listening.
look,
He doing more talking than listening.
No, man, because you jumping on top of my conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's when I listen to you. Always do that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You got it. Go ahead.
I appreciate you, bro. What I'm saying is, Cube. I ain't trying to single Cube out at this point either. I'm just saying, since Cube the top of the discussion, Ice Cube ain't really benefited nobody. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this little circle, his little West Coast circle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So until everybody come along, and we can't wait for the other colored skin people to jump on first.
Can I get in
we
real
make
quick?
a movement. Yeah, you got it, sister. But until we make a movement as a unit. Come on, Macon. Go ahead. I'm gonna fall back, bro. Go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
All I wanted to say is the whole situation could have been more productive if Kanye would have just said, like, the music industry. Because at the end of the day, just like how, you know, what you just said, who just got off the line, I didn't see your name, but you saying this one person doesn't do anything for you, right? Okay, just like how there might be somebody from one group that works against everybody as a whole. That's everybody. There's anybody in the whole world that could work against their own community.
I'm saying it like this right here.
No,
like
wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me
like
finish
the brother,
talking.
daughter,
No.
The brother,
Let me finish talking.
the brother said,
what I'm trying to say is,
you jumped up on my shit though, for real. No, look, like the brother said, one person, if you single out, you know, hey man, white people ain't bad to me. You singling out white people because you not having a bad experience. But as a collective, white people are
what I'm trying to tell you is,
towards
anybody can decide, just like how Kanye decided to become a billionaire, you know, and work really hard to become a billionaire, and then he started working against the people who made him a billionaire. This is something that anybody can do. So at the end of the day, you have to start looking at, you need to stop working with this system and create your and basically they have control of all the resources, everything. Everybody's fighting over resources, and without resources, we don't have houses, we don't have water. They freaking polluting everything. Like, it's a lot going on.
Well, and I gotta say,
it's all connected.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I gotta say, man, y'all, gotta keep it respectful. Salutes to everybody on the call. When the sister finish, y'all pass that thing around, be in and out, cause we got a couple folks on the call. Salutes.
I can do that.
Yeah, I didn't want to get like heated, but I just wanted to let
say
that
this
out
right
because
quick.
I feel like that's a key component that everybody's missing. Because when you're working with this system that disadvantages people on purpose, there always has to be slaves in the system. Somebody got to be the slaves. Somebody got to be the masters. And it's like everybody's fighting to be the next master instead of working with all the slaves and being like, maybe we should stop using our energy for them. I don't understand. Like, it's kind of.
Well, can I let me finish what I was originally started before everybody jumped on my line, right?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just finish this. I'm gonna get this done, and
That's why I said what I said, to let them know when the sister come off, man. You niggas behave, man. I knew it was gonna be some shit, man. Hey, but
just get them
one at a time, man. You and Madonna gonna have to work that out, man.
I was in the middle of my thing, and then everybody jumped on my rope. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you really got to wrap that thing up, though. I'm a god.
All right, let me wrap it up. So what I'm saying is, it go like this, and I'm giving shout out to the brother Amos. You know what I'm saying, Dr. Amos Wilson. Amos Wilson broke something down that was so serious to my mental, right? So for example, you know how you was just going, bro, Sanchez, on how some people that work saying the boss mean to him, but I'm okay with it. So that's the same mentality that you say, hey man, all white people ain't bad to me, but that's when you singling out your personal experience. But as a group, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a good experience with this certain person, whether it's a small hat white person or any other race. If you single out your personal experience and now you don't join the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to. So I wasn't saying that out.
I agree with that.
That's you see what I'm saying?
That's what I was pointing out. That's why I said, when you asked why we can never come together, I said because if we got to come together when boss just picking on one nigga, people gonna leave him on his own. That's just the cold nature. I'm keeping it real. I didn't make that rule.
You did.
I said the only way around that is for the people to come together, and it ain't got nothing to do that they done none of us wrong. It's just that this is what's right.
I'm saying, okay, I hear what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, as long as there's only one person in power who can speak for a whole group, that's never going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? They're going to always retard his name.
I just gave you the solution around that, though. The solution around that, for example, bro, the solution is why all the other rappers are saying, we ain't with Kanye, even though they all get blackballed too. I'm explaining to you why it's like that. And the reason I'm explaining to you is because they ain't that Kanye got his own problem. That's why I said if them rappers would have came together, just say they would have made a little union before a black man's music deal union like the NFL league, to where all of us niggas gonna come together before the fact and say, look, what's right is right, and this is what it's gonna be, or the music industry just won't have niggas in it. And all of us niggas got the sign right here that we part of this shit together. If they fuck with one, they fuck with all, but it's too late for that now. That's why I said when you try to come after the fact and now all of us got our individual deals and different situations with different Jews and different companies and different labels, and your shit ain't got nothing to do with mine, and I got children to eat and all that. Like, now it's people gonna say, bro, that's your problem. That's why I said it can't be everybody. Listen, bro, you got to learn to be quiet and let folks finish talking. Check this out, man, because ain't no way you listening to me if you talking over me. So check this out, bro. I'm telling you, you don't gotta like what I'm saying. Every time you unmute, it's like, yeah, but that's the problem. We get that. I'm pointing it, I'm showing you why that shit ain't gonna never change. Cause niggas wanna come together. Kanye want everybody to come together against the Jews cause they fucking with him. And niggas are not going to do that. You got to come together against them because they fucking with the world, dude. Because they fucking with the air, the sky, the water. It got to be on something that ain't just a personal reason for one nigga with us going out them. Like if I get mad at the government right now because they gave me a fine and I try to get the whole world to protest at the White House, all of these folks know the government ain't shit, but they ain't finna go do all that just because they gave me a fucking fine. I need to schedule that when it ain't got nothing to do with me. Even if they did give me a fine, I need to wait the next year and don't say nothing about the fine and just tell the people we coming together because it's right, because the government don't do none of us right. But if I say, man, come together, they just gave me a fine, folks gonna be like, bro, please, who are you? But I can make them same people come together if I say, bro, the government ain't right. What they doing in the world ain't right. Yeah, then they coming together for that. I'm not gonna make it just about me. That's what Kanye doing, and that's why the other celebrities are like, dude, fuck you. We should have been came together prior to the fact, because they was, if niggas weren't coming together when they saw them spraying up the air, poisoning up the water, putting poison in the food, what make you think niggas gonna come together because they picking on Kanye, and niggas ain't come together when there was poison in the water that they're drinking? You are not hearing what I'm saying?
I do. And then can I respond now? In all due respect.
This gonna just keep on going, and I want to really get everybody in.
I'm gonna land my plane with
You
you
ain't
then,
lying,
bro.
man.
Just go ahead with your show, bro. Go ahead, man. I mean, I'm just trying to respond. I'm just trying to get my point out.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Please be brief.
Thank you, brother Sanchez.
Get his
Thank
point
you.
out for an hour.
Yeah,
Hold
he been
on,
getting
bro.
that
Hold
shit
on.
out a long time, though. Yeah.
Damn, bro. I mean,
I'm
y'all
surprised he had a rebuttal
my
after that, though,
mind
bro.
jumping with it,
Like,
though.
for
Hey,
real.
homie spazzing, but
Bro, you just got
Can I
it.
finish, bro, Sanchez?
Yeah, he got a
Let me.
rebuttal.
I'm
Go
gonna land my
ahead.
plane. I'm gonna land my plane. It ain't gonna take 2
You
minutes.
got it, man.
So
Yeah.
if that's the case, why have the grassroots movement been doing this for so long and ain't shit changing? After listening to everything you just rebuttal, that's what I'm saying. After your rebuttal, I'm just listening. So what is the use
It's
of a
not my
conversation?
rebuttal. You asked the question, why can't niggas come together and shit? I was telling you why.
I never asked that question, bro.
What happened was you presented a problem, and I presented what I proposed was the solution for the problem, and why I think the problem
I hope
is
you understand. You made a
well,
whole
I'm just gonna
statement.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
land my plane, man. Y'all do your thing, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Passengers get off the confusion flying.
Can I say something now? Am I allowed to speak?
Yeah, man. For sure.
I think that you're on it, and that's why I invoked Dr. King from 66 to 68 when he got killed. He was on a pro-black message for us, but the reason why so many other groups benefited and immigrants was able to come to America because the pro-black stance was for humanity. Because at the same time, we was fighting to liberate Africa. We was fighting to liberate countries over in the Middle East. Like people was able to come over and benefit. They benefited more than we did. So the aspect of what you laying out is the aspect of what I'm saying, because this is the thing. These people are, let's just do what we're supposed to do. Let's take it back to what we've been teaching for years. Let's not deviate from it. We've been saying who these people are in the teaching, from Kabbalah to parasitic elites, global elites, why world wars was fought, who funded what. We know who these people are. So it's going to take, these people are a global pandemic. So this group is, let me take the word these people out, because we don't got this, certain groups are a global pandemic. So it's going to take a global consciousness to eradicate the problem. So no, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And I believe that that's what was being created in the 60s, and that's why Malcolm and Martin was killed, and so many other leaders around the world.
I feel you on that, and I feel like the reason why is because of the survival state that people are in, to where they feel like they have to push towards gaining so much money. Like, at least as far as rappers, I can't speak for no other group. I'm Black, but like, even with Jay-Z, like, he made it seem like he understood, like, he was aware of, you know, the social climate when he had a I don't know how to pronounce bro's name, but bro is really political. And he talks about anti-capitalism. And he has blood diamonds, which people in Africa are dying over. And you're in America gaining money off Black people, and you're buying blood diamonds, and you're saying you're for Black people. It doesn't coincide. And when you do business with people who don't care about the native cultures that are in these different countries that have way more resources than we have, they steal it from them, oil, all type of stuff, and get rich. And we promote it like it's cool until, like, we get kicked off the boat. Like, even on a small scale, when bro earlier, not Bro Sanchez, but when somebody on the panel was talking about learning about the STEM trade so that you can get into their, like, workforce, there were times where people, what I'm about to say is, there were times where people went into the workforce to become factory workers. And then when China started coming out with way cheaper products, things like that, they were out of a job. They didn't have no money. They started bringing crack into our communities. People started selling crack, all type of stuff. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? It was a lot of stuff that was happening with our communities as far as, like, living situations and, like, making rent really high. Like, we have a lot of structural issues that rich people benefit from, even getting into real estate and a lot of things that are seen as normal and good and successful that can be counterproductive to a community, like how Hawaii.
Sister, let me say this real quick, sister. I'm about to jump off. I gotta ride out for a minute. But the real problem is this: what we gotta, as a people, we gotta understand. The brother brought up Dr. Amos Wilson. A lot of time when you hear me speak on here, a lot of the information I bring forth is from Dr. Amos Wilson. But the real bottom line, like Dr. Amos Wilson said, is that we as a people, we have a consciousness. For the most part, our consciousness is one that has been given to us by our enemy. So the way we think, the way we react, the way we respond is dealing with that spirit or that consciousness that has been put in us by another people. So until we can correct that, we're going to keep repeating the same things because we're under a spirit and a consciousness from another people that's not our own.
But it's also structural and environmental.
Hold on, Madonna said something that I just brought up.
Look, and check it out. And I feel like, man, the mindset that I got is the corrected mindset, and that the one Kanye got, he gonna maintain the status quo. That's why they got him up there. Now that may sound egotistical, but shit, that's how I feel.
No, because Sanchez, you have an ancient, like, indigenous mindset.
Go ahead, my sister. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's all I was gonna say.
Kanye got a futuristic, technocratic Elon Musk and Jesus, Yahweh, New Kingdoms of Zion, motherfucking mind. Yep, transhumanist.
Made out of metals off of the backs of slavery, child slavery, all type of stuff. People are not thinking about this. When you say you want this technological age, where are these resources coming from?
That's right. That electric car, all that stuff is a scam.
Well, we starting to we listen. I think that, and Sanchez, we're gonna have to talk offline about something because I want to talk to you about. I don't want to mention it here when we talk about these people and we talk about the wars and when you're dealing with World War I and World War II, who was really right and who was really wrong. I like to pick your brain offline about that, but I think that I think what we got to learn. I think not all of us, but some of us, what we got to learn to do is stay on course. have the conversation. But the stuff that we teach, the reason why this stuff comes to fruition like this in the algorithm, because they see what we're doing. They see what we're doing. We got to keep teaching what we're teaching and keep exposing these people, because all he's doing is trying to take, all he did was come in and take our narrative. So now we got off of what we've been talking about, and we like, yeah, see, Kanye is saying what we saying. But like at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, go get his lifestyle. His lifestyle doesn't reflect his message. It doesn't reflect the message. So, you know what I mean? You know, like I said, man, it's just know that when you see this kind of stuff, Sanchez, know we winning. We not really losing, man. We winning. Like we're starting to really hit the minds of the people, man. So they got to come out and run interference with this shit, with this algorithm. They do it all the time. They send, like, you know, a lot of these people that look like us to come out and, you know, and interfere with what we doing, man. So they know what's going on, man, in these spaces, man. Because if it wasn't, he wouldn't be using this narrative. He's using this narrative on purpose, because this is the stuff that we've been talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if next week he start talking about global parasites and global elites. He start using that type of verbiage.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. See, if you listen, I listened to an interview yesterday, and that whole interview, I'm gonna call it the technological mind of Kanye when I uploaded some shit like that, because he was really telling you how he feel about technology, AI, robots, and they was bringing up his relationship with Elon Musk is something we need to look at. You know what Elon Musk was talking about, having tracking devices in clothes. This is part of the IoT agenda. They saying one of the ways we're gonna fix the pollution problem on Earth is everything gonna have a tracking device in it. And when they go to talking like that, y'all know it's a wrap. They trying to track every fucking thing. The chip bag you eating out of can be tracked. Now check this, they could track every single item. It's part of everything is connected online, even the clothes you got on, even you. And guess what? This whole thing is gonna take a big push from our celebrities. Like, you're talking about technology that's gonna be fused with clothes. And who do all the clothes? The celebrities tell you about the True Religion, the Louis Vuitton. It's our rappers and entertainers that like steer us when it comes to like the fashion trends and all that. So they gonna be the first ones wearing like the trackable clothes and I can hear a nigga rapping about it now. See, the thing about music and music is that I know people love rap music. I love it too. I love music. But the thing about how it pushes the technocracy is, one thing about rap music, to stay relevant, you gotta have new this, new that, everything new. And when the new one come out, I gotta get rid of the old one and be the first one with the new one. You know, the rappers, they play little games like who got it first. Like, I got it before it even came out. So when they start coming out with all the newest technology, it's our entertainers that have to normalize it to the world. Like, you look at a lot of the rap videos today, they floating around in space in astronaut suits, and it look very transhumanistic, it's crazy. Like, they're gonna introduce a lot of this stuff and normalize it with they gotta get inside of our houses. Newsflash, they already inside of your houses. It's called household names. Your favorite rapper, I guarantee you, living in your house somewhere. And it's a gateway into the minds of our children, which is gonna be the new humans that they trying to transhumanize to this new way of thinking, this new technological kingdom, which is the kingdom of Zion or science, what Christ will be building on earth. And Kanye is like the embodiment of that Christ. So Christ said he building his kingdom on earth. Christ said in his kingdom, it won't be no privacy, basically. In the new kingdom under Christ, if you doing some in that kingdom, fall, and you may be, you know, in a whole nother area, but Christ know you did it. Like the whole concept of Santa Claus knowing if you sleeping, if you dreaming, if you thinking a bad thought, they literally coming with that technology. to read minds, to see, and a social grading system on some Santa Claus be good shit. And that's why I'm telling you, everything we got in ritual and tradition, like Christmas and all of these religions like Jesus and all that, this is technology being personified by miracles and all that. Like the technology that allowed Christ to get up out the grave, that's the technology that Elon Musk is researching right now, how to resurrect the dead. Basically, all the miracles and the things that we read about in religion, science is manifesting those. It's gonna make that possible. And what we're realizing in this time of revelation is that the church and the state been in the bed. The Vatican and NASA got a contract together. It's one big. Yeah. I ain't gonna go too deep, but Jesus, he's a part of normalizing the agenda of Elon
Hey, bro,
Musk.
Sanchez, can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah.
All right, okay. And give me. Can I get 1 minute with it, man?
Damn, a minute long question.
Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds.
Hold
Now,
up, a
hold on,
30-second
bro.
long
Chill
question.
with that Philly shit, homie.
A
Just chill with that Philly shit.
30-second long question. I'm
You
just
just a
fucking with
babbler.
you. Go
Make
ahead,
him do
man.
a lot of babbling, you know, because he know a lot of
Go ahead with the
prolific words,
30.
but
Go
he a
ahead.
babbler.
Listen,
I don't see how you would put this nigga on your own show. So this hold on,
I know you and your ego, man. Goddamn.
Yeah, I could be in my ego just like you be with your big words, player. Ain't no big thing. No, you can't hurt my feelings. You can't hurt me at all. But let me ask you, bro Sanchez, let me ask you my question, bro. So if we in a fucked up state like we speaking on, and the grassroots movement was alive well before YouTube, where we go from here? Because if we don't do nothing but just keep talking, we're not militarizing.
Let me answer your question.
We're not putting nothing
let me
together.
answer
Where
your
we go
question,
from
brother.
here, man?
Let me answer
Go
your question. When a person asks me whether we go from here, see, this is how I look at this thing. George Macon got his plan, and Ross, all of these brothers on this thing, they have a direction in life. They know what they supposed to be doing when they get up. I never ask a person, where do I go from Kanye's West apology? No. I got a plan in my life, and a person should ask me where to go in theirs. So in other words, what I'm saying is there's no such thing as where do we go from here. I'm going to be honest with you. I know where I'm going from here, and you better know where you going from here, and you better not be asking nobody else, and I'm just giving you the most best advice somebody can give you, dude.
Man,
This ain't a we thing.
That.
Yeah, this ain't no we
I
thing
can
here.
respect that, but if it's not a we thing, it's always a me thing then, right?
No, brother, it's a you thing. It's a you thing.
Okay. No, okay, that's cool. So if it's just a you thing, why are we in groups just listening to everybody with ideas? We're not gonna move because them people that's controlling shit in a group, it's not one person you can single out that's running shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
so
like,
go make you a group is what I'm saying. Cause guess what I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, let me mute you for a second, brother, because you say you was gonna be brief. George made him a group. I made me a group. A lot of these folks down here, they went and got with them some brothers and stuff, and they made them a group. So it sounds like what you need to do. What city you in? Unmute your mic. What city you in right now?
Man, I'm down south, man. I'm just gonna say that. I'm in the south.
Okay, well, look, you need to get busy around you. If internet ain't where you trying to go with it, if you trying to get out and do outreach work or whatever you trying to do, you gotta figure that out, brother. Yeah. I mean,
let me say this.
I don't know what you're really asking from me right now.
Okay, I got you. Now, hey, listen, bro, I'm not coming at you because just last night I was giving you your love. You know what I'm saying? Because I really rock with you. I mean, because you one of the only niggas on YouTube that's official on every podcast, right? Every upload, you on your shit. So I ain't trying to knock you off your post. But what I'm trying to get to is a bigger moment. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, like, and I dig what you saying, it's a you movement instead of a we movement. But
that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying that no one's gonna want to unite with you if you ain't got nothing going first.
Well, I say this. on my own personal lifestyle, right? My movement is really is strong, and it's without eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? It's really through a word of mouth type of shit, right? So I do all type of herbal shit. So a lot of shit that our people face, you know, through illnesses and ailments and shit that's coming from air, water, and food. I got recipes and remedies to that shit, and I ain't gonna even try to use
Well, there you
this
go.
There you go. Then we can. Yeah.
okay, no, but
There
let
you
me
go. There you
okay.
go.
There you go.
Like
Yeah, we
real
can
talk.
move on. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
on some Dr. Sabi shit. Well, some niggas is you
Okay,
know
get with
YouTubing
OG, my
their way
boy.
through.
But OG
I'm saying
gonna
like
set
I'm
it
on
off.
some
Yeah.
other shit though. You feel me? But my question is, bro, like I mean, like I go back to some of the OGs, right? The OGs before the YT era.
Oh
The
shit.
YouTube era. We doing a lot of listening, and it is help waking a lot of people up. But the same people that feel big chested, man, you can go to your neighborhoods, and I can show you in Philadelphia it is fucked the fuck up, right? George
You guys
Macon
can
ain't
wrap it
making
up,
enough
G.
noise to change shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody making enough on their own. And so until I can find ourselves in a group context, we fucked up, man.
So, brother. You in a group with all of us right now. Now what? Because it sound like to me what you saying is, man, listen, I'm doing my thing and y'all doing y'all thing. But what about the group? We're all in a group right now. And we doing a group thing. Now, unless we all can.
You
Now, look.
you nailed me right there. And I'm gonna take it like a man. You nailed me right on.
Yeah. This make it
I mean,
easy for all us to come together, man.
I'm G enough. I'm just gonna give you a little bit about me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Well, you don't gotta give us the bio our other folks way.
Nah, man, I ain't
give
giving you no social security number. I'm just saying, like, man, I came up from doing my own type of people wrong, right? Man, I was fucked up out there, you know what I'm saying? And when I sat down in that little 6x9 cage, I learned about myself. And once I learned about me, I learned about us, you know what I'm saying? And I had to take the spirit out of me to give back to us. And that's all I'm trying to get to is as long as we got this you instead of us mentality, we fucked up, bro. We ain't gonna move. We ain't gonna go nowhere because we can't utilize we can't utilize everything that we are to battle what we don't want.
Hey, Sanchez.
That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
Hey Sanchez, can you pull something up for me?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a point real quick about Kanye and what's happening. Can you pull up the 2030 agenda real quick? 2030 United Nations 2030 agenda. The seven actual things that's happening. I want to show you something real quick.
Yeah, transforming our world. This the shit he on. Yeah.
Then now go down. You got presumable. Go down to right there, prosperity and peace.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So hold on. Let me see. All right. You got people. We are determined to ensure. Okay, yeah. So that's prosperity, right? We are determined to ensure that all humans, beings, can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives as the economic, social, and technological progress occurs in humanity and nature. We are determined to foster peaceful, just, and inclusive societies. This is where, when we're talking about the training stuff, inclusive societies which are free from fear and violence, right? There can be no sustainable development without peace, no peace without sustainable development. Now listen, right? They're going to give you the illusion of Kanye winning this argument. Kanye's going to win the argument because we're ushering out the old world and bringing in the new world, the new technological world. We're going into the demolition man type world, where now they creating this whole new consciousness of humanity, with the illusion of everybody's going to be together. I'm telling y'all right now, and don't look at the way it look now, but look at what they shaping and molding. So when you read their playbook, you can see what's happening. Kanye is going to end up so-called the illusion of winning the argument, and the people are going to be happy. All these people are changing. We're going into a new world. That's why they're creating this energy. So now when you go back to what their agenda is, you can see right here in their writings what they want to do globally. But this is all an illusion. So when you read the peace, the prosperity, if you go up and you look at the planet and the people, in the people part, it says we are determined to end poverty and hunger in all the forms and dimensions, and to ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential and dignity and equality. Now, we know that that's bullshit because they want to chip everybody up and they want to chip your brain, your body, all that kind of stuff. We're going into the transhumanism thing where there's a lot that come with that. But when you read what their future plans are, and then you read the energy that they create as they abolish in the old world to bring in the new world, all this stuff has to happen. But you have to study the playbook so you don't fall into their spells. So he's an actor on a stage just playing a role that they want him to play. So Kanye's a black man. He's the Jews. These people have been monopolizing the game and holding your people down. Well, we understand now, and we're gonna do some things to change. But it's all bullshit. So once you start reading what it is that they do in the shadows, then you'll get an understanding for what's happening out in the light. That's all I wanted to say.
Man, Tucker Carlson talk about that shit you talking about every night, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, oh my God, you starting to seem like a troll, bro. Let's keep the bill moving, man. Like, come on, bro. This shit.
Hey, you know what, Sanchez? I'll say to that. You know, a lot of times my ego wants to always be right, but at my age, I just do what's right.
There we go.
The thing is, George, man, you the same age, man. And I'm just saying, bro, I don't rock with you when you was out there with Sonetta doing.
Man, get on, man, bro. Relax, knock that shit off. Oh my God, knock it off, man. Hey, so yeah, man. At this point, it's cyber stalking, my nigga. Like,
Hey,
relax.
Sanchez, I just want you to see this is their plan right here in the United Nations. So when you can see what they're saying, we know darn well, Sanchez, that these words are diametrically opposed to what they practice. But they put this as to what they're saying the global initiatives are going to be going forward. So now when you see Kanye on the stage saying, hey, you treating us unfairly, look at what they say they're about to do.
Yeah, and you know, I heard Kanye say in an interview, he envisioned a world where humans and technology are, you know, kind of one. I'm putting it in my own words. He was saying, like, the average person think of a robot and they feel uncomfortable and stuff, but we need to, you know, get comfortable with technology and stuff. And so my thing is, he's speaking the language of the technocracy, the WEF and all that. But at the same time, he said, I see a world where we don't even have steps no more. It's just it's so safe that everywhere you go, there's ramps, and it's so easy to live in that it's friendly for children and old folks. And when I heard him say that, I was like, that's the blasphemous language of the technocracy that's saying the world as it stands, the way nature gave it to us, ain't safe. Man got to transform it. See, when we talk about transhumanism, they got to convince the world that you need to be transformed. This is an old church idea. Like when they had to tell for example, when we talk about change, they had to convince you something was wrong with you to convince you needed to be changed. And they said, well, look, you was born a sinner. That's saying, well, look, the way nature brought that beautiful baby out the womb, something ain't right about that. And now we got to transform you. This is the transhumanism language. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look.
The art of manipulation.
Hey, look, read this right here, Sanchez, and build on that. It says, based off of what we talking about, read the partnership part. Because I know when you read that partnership part and build on that. Look what it says.
Yeah, it said we are determined to mobilize the means required to implement this agenda through a revitalized global partnership for sustainable development based on a spirit of strengthened global solidarity, focused in particular on the needs of the poorest and most vulnerable, and with the participation of all countries, all stakeholders, and all people. Yeah, let me translate this, man. See this right here? You see, whenever they talking about big technology and all that, you got to ask yourself, why do we see all of this advanced technology in the poorest areas? The same reason why the poorest areas is the most congested, and they call for a need for the rich people to implement this new technology in them areas because they want to control massive amounts of people for cheap. This is why in the future it's going to be polices policing us and drones and all that, it's gonna really get crazy, because when you want to cheapen your style of government, the quality of it lessen. That's why when you go to court today, they giving everybody plea deals, because the system can't sustain everybody getting a fair trial, and that's this problem with sustainability issues right here. So the poor gonna be the first ones they implement all these new systems of control on. That's what we reading. And then they sell it to you like, hey, we finna come in your shit, and look, we gonna have new police dogs to make you safe, right? And it's gonna sell it like that to you. So the interlinkages and integrated nature of the sustainable development goals are of crucial importance in ensuring that the purpose of the new agenda is realized. If we realize our ambitions across the full extent of the agenda, the lives of all will be profoundly improved and our world will be transformed for the better.
Hey, let me ask you before you go, Sanchez. Now,
But
why is
damn,
this, Sanchez? This is the question that everybody got to ask. Who the fuck are the people that's in charge of executing this agenda? We never look. Do we get to meet them and know who they are? Who are these people?
Guess what?
They just get to, go ahead.
I'm gonna show you.
Hold on, man.
I'm gonna show you one of the most powerful groups that's in this umbrella of groups that's with it.
Right.
Here go one of them. Here, y'all. They call the world. Yeah, there you go. World Economic Forum. This basically there you go. This is the budget and money basket that's gonna fund all of this stuff, basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man, this is deep, and all of these joints tied to the next one.
Don't you spell revitalize and realize with a Z, not a S?
You could do it either or.
Okay, I mean I'm not a educational teacher on
you could do it. You could do it either or. You could put S or Z not only with revitalize. You can do that with the word laser beam. You can put laser with Z or S. You could do that's legal. Certain things you can change the S or Z from, and it's okay. Yeah.
Cause I saw the typo in that bitch, and I'm just making sure. Cause I even went and quickly went to look for the definition with the S instead of the Z. Cause my eyes work sometimes now.
Like
and
equalize, equalize.
Yeah, I'm like,
S,
what
Z,
the hell? Yeah, I'm finna say, boy, that's a legit goddamn website. They misspelling shit, right? Well,
that's a dialect sort of thing. Some people some people don't do the z, so they don't say revitalize. They say revitalize.
Hey, does the people around the world get to vote these people in that will carry our best agenda? See, or are these people the ones behind the scenes, like the Council 13 or the Committee 300? All these people behind the scenes that we don't see. They're the ones pushing the buttons and shit, telling us what the humanity is going to be.
Yeah, like you got basically right. Yeah, you got a handful of people transforming what reality look like, transforming what a human gonna look like in the next. Real talk. This is crazy.
But that's why I had you. I'm sorry if I cut somebody. That's why I had you pull that up, because when you see the people part, it says that we are going to create. If you go up a little bit, it's right where we can see people again. It says it says we are wait a minute. Go
right here. We are determined. Hold on.
We are determined to end poverty, hunger, in all forms and dimensions to ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential with dignity and equality. Then it says, go down to prosperity real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna read that piece again. We are determined to ensure that all human beings can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives, and that the economic and social and technological progress occurs in harmony in nature. That's important because that's where Kanye's argument come into play. Y'all got to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
They got him as a black man who's supposed to be we're supposed to be the most marginalized and disenfranchised group in America. Now all of a sudden he's become a billionaire in their system. And now he's disgruntled. So now when you read the prosperity part going into the 2030, 35 planet to the new world, he's the figurehead in the face that when he speaks up as a black person, everybody says, yeah. And then when they give are determined to foster peaceful, just, and inclusive societies. That's your gender roles being eradicated. And everybody's just coming, you could be whatever you want to be now, and there's no question about it. Nobody gets to be silenced. Anybody can come just be whatever they want to be. That's part of the new world that they're ushering in. So now women are trying to figure out, am I still a woman? You know what I'm saying?
Inclusive societies.
There you go.
And
Which
that's
are
just
free.
like scientists are coming out right now, George, and I'm going to do a story on this shit, saying men can give birth.
Oh, of course. But they're duplicating sperm cells right now. I'm going to send you that article. I'm going to email it to you. And it says, we are free from fear and violence. There can be no sustainable development without peace, and no peace without sustainable development. So what you see happening right now is them eradicating the old world. And the old world represents the old consciousness of what we was conditioned to believe, know, and live by. So now everybody's disgruntled and confused because they're ushering in a new world that they're going to condition you to live by under these new norms. This is what they're pushing in. So you got to study their playbook. So Kanye is an actor on the stage playing a role to help usher in this new world where you believe that they will change now because they're starting to give us our way all of a sudden. But it's only to usher in the world to transform your mind up under their web again. That's all it is, bro.
Oh, yeah. And then when you turn around, right, and you see this kind of stuff right here. See what I'm saying? These guys, you know, they've been part of this whole rocket religion to you know, this Exodus. Like he said, he's Moses, right? He said that he considered himself Moses, Jesus. These are people that promised to get the people to the other side. And that others, yeah, and that was what Astroworld shit was about. See you on the other side, these parallel universes. I don't want to go too deep with y'all, but yeah, this is why folks say, you know, these dudes are some sort of interdimensional archons and shit, like Elon is alien, Musk is
Hold on, bro. You just stepped on so many toes just then, bro. Sanchez. What you mean you ain't trying to go deep with us, man?
Just saying, y'all already know where to go with, but I'm just showing you what, because what I really want you to see is how the agenda gonna be rolled in, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Kanye West is like the black. He just like the black Donald Trump, bro.
I just wanted to comment on the page you had up.
Brass and
George,
brazen.
the link that George sent you about the, it says something in the next paragraph about SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. And that's very important language because all the corporations are adopting Sustainable Development Goals or what they call ESGs. And that fits into the conversation we was having earlier about the cryptocurrency and the carbon tokens and all that stuff. They basically, you know, with the clothes and all that stuff, they even got a World Economic Forum chapter on there about, you know, decarbonizing fashion. So, you know, people wearing recyclable, reusable clothes and getting rid of the microplastics in the water system because of the material we make clothes out of. So that next paragraph on that link that George had you pull up was talking about that. But all these corporations are adopting ESGs and SDGs.
For sure. Hey, let's check this quick clips out in a minute too, y'all. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, now all I was gonna say was just a quick scroll down memory lane, and shout out to Bro Sanchez, everybody on the panel, and everybody out there in the chat world and YouTube land. Y'all smash, like, click, and share, subscribe, everything. But getting to it, I find it very interesting how Kanye, when he first started his career, everybody know he was with Jay-Z. I'm bringing that point up to say, it's funny how them two move. He learned what he learned thanks to his experience in his earliest years with them boys. But you don't get the same type of vibration with Jay-Z that you do from a Kanye. It's funny how, you know what I'm saying, he learned what he learned through all of that, but through all of his experience, he still ain't learned that key thing, because when you mention the Jay versus Ye, them do two different conversations, two different men, two different calibers, two different tax brackets almost, but they also two different characters. Just want to fall back.
Yeah, they both playing a role. I want to say something before, right? Was something you said, Sanchez, that was important. They both playing a role on the stage, but when Kanye comes and say that he's Moses, you got to look at the article that we put in there and what the article says. They're trying to put him as the guy, one of the new guys for the new times that we're going in. His words and his fight against the man is what's going to lead black
Just
people.
like Trump.
Yeah, but see, Trump
Yep.
is a white. But see, I gotta understand. Trump is a white man. This
Right.
is a black guy. Yeah, this is a black guy from the south side of Chicago that's allegedly speaking on so-called the trick, speaking on the black behalf. And when he speaks, he makes the black people look their head up. So now the system knows that, okay, let's we usher in a new world. Let's usher in some new shit to make it seem like he was the one to pull black people up out of the bullshit. But it's all a trap. That's why I said you got to read what it is that they want to do and then what's on the stage at the time. So that way you'll be able to put it all together and see the playbook.
Most definitely.
Check this out. Check this out. Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Can't hear nothing, bro.
Leave that. Elon Musk. I don't give a fuck who's over his house. Leave that man the fuck alone. Leave that man the fuck alone. And the thing is, they love.
I still can't hear nothing, bro. I don't know if everybody else can hear, but I can hear nothing.
Yeah, it got the. You can read it though. Just if you can't hear it, it got the captions.
Leave the fuck alone. And me, yeah, leave me the fuck alone. Elon Musk.
Yeah, it ain't shit no way. Our resources and our existence. This the one I wanted. This one right here though is short as hell too. Ye talking about Elon Musk. That's the one I'm looking for. Let me see. He said we're not maximizing our existence or some shit like that. Yeah, we got to talk about that, man. He starts saying a lot of blasphemous shit, bro. Hold on.
You hanging out with futurists like Ray Kurzweil and Elon Musk and people that's not in the normal lexicon of people that listen to rap and stuff, you know.
Hold on, man. Let me see this shit here. Damn.
If you're looking for that video, bro, that was on Joe Rogan.
I know boss ain't around this bitch with a cape on. I gotta play that shit. He up here goddamn frowned up with Elon and Kanye don't care what you say. I got to clown this shit if he
Hey, look, I was gonna say while you searching for that, bro, and you don't have too much there at that time. God dang, hey, it's interesting how you feel me. Certain people hip parade chili for for that team over there like that. Cause Trump ain't no Jew, Kanye ain't no Jew, but they dang sure like to represent for him. You know what I'm saying? Folks just got to keep their mind wide, their eyes open, realize them lies.
This shit here is like the volume is short. The volume ain't really the way I want it, and that's crazy because damn, bro, this the one I want y'all to hear. The people out there can hear it, but I don't know if y'all can, man.
Just throw captions on, bro. We can just read it again. Just throw the captions on that bitch.
Facts.
Let me see. Damn. Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
You know, if you look at an interview, we're not maximizing our resources.
Yeah, for that one. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
Just run it, bro. Just go on and run it, man. Do it for the people. We all right.
Check it out. I expound
we're
on
not maximizing our resources and our existence. We've got genius level scientists.
He said we're not maximizing our resources and existence.
We've got people who rogue, people who have.
We got scientists. We got all of these bright minds, etc.
Broken out of the chains like Elon. Like imagine if.
And now he finna go into the Elon suck off.
If Elon was working at GM on the 3rd floor somewhere, we wouldn't have electric cars.
Now he's praising electric cars and Elon Musk and shit like that.
Wouldn't have.
And let me just show y'all something real quick that the average person don't know real quick. Watch this shit. Let me just share. You know, today we like to talk about Elon Musk and electric cars. Watch this. The electric car been around since the 1600s. Let me say that one more time.
Facts.
The electric car has been around since the 1600s.
Longer than Colgate.
Bro, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This motherfucker right here was way back in the day. And then you had these way in the 1600s right here. The department, listen, the people on earth in the oil industries and all that didn't want that, man. Like y'all think about what I'm telling you. We think the electric car is something just coming out today. And I'm telling you, this shit is, man, it's old news.
The cycle continues.
Yeah, listen, the first Model T Fords was electric. He wasn't putting gas in them. He was cranking them up and charging them. Like, people need to
Damn, bro, that's a bomb, bro.
Like, people need to fucking research. They giving Elon all this undue credit for electric cars, man.
You remember in ancient times, we dealt with electricity and solar energy and the sun. So we understood this type of energy. When these people came in and started using these oil and different mineral resources, they wanted to take us away from that natural knowledge. Because that knowledge of understanding the sun and electric energy actually propel us and our bodies naturally to do certain things without them turning us into fucking Optimus Prime. So that's a whole nother conversation when you actually understand that type of energy.
Yeah, but even on the business level, when it comes to the development of the Tesla electric car, Elon Musk just acquired a company that had already built the car. He didn't do no type of innovation or nothing. It was some guys out of California that had already had it inside of like a Lotus, and then he just bought the company and acquired it. So it was a corporate takeover. It wasn't no ingenuity, but he don't mind taking the credit of seeming like the smart genius guy that is saving the world with cars that don't need gas, even though the amount of minerals inside of the batteries and shit and the whole process, you still need oil to get electricity and stuff. So, you know, it's just a saving.
Go ahead, bro. Finish it though. My bad.
Hey, since y'all on the topic of sustainable resources too, you know, Kanye West partnered with some agriculturalists at his Monster Lake Ranch and his Bighorn Lake Ranch. He's actually starting an exotic garden, and he's using piss and human feces. And, you know, that's been a thing for the last 5 to 7 years. They've been small increments adding human waste to our fertilizers. Because I live in the country and that should be smelling rotten.
Yeah, they
watch this, y'all.
They did that out here.
Let me say this too real quick. Somebody in the chat room said they had electric trains and not cars. Let me explain something to you. They had an electric world. They had electric cars, electric trains. They had electricity. Like, duh, if I can make an electric train, I can make an electric car. It's one and the same.
Bro, it says battery right there, bro. It says electric battery right there.
Right here on it. Like,
man.
yeah, ain't nobody. Bro, listen, guess what? They have moving sidewalks in the 1500s that you didn't even have to walk on. You just stand on them like in the airport, nigga, and it'll move your ass.
Fuck that. Hey, Sanchez. Hey, just let's separate the lie from the job. And Sanchez, explain to them how they use electricity in the ancient world.
The way that yeah, listen, let me explain how they use electricity in the ancient world, right? The secrets to electricity in the ancient world is what these comedic folks don't want to show. I like to go into this. Watch this. Tesla oscillator. Let's pull this up real quick.
Oh yeah, that looked like the Baghdad bomb, man.
Electricity wasn't new. They've been doing this. They studied the ancient people.
I'm about to answer the brother. Nah, watch this. Look at this, y'all. This what the Ankh is. See, this is how they was when they said George Washington had a lightning rod and he was trying to, you know, hit it with the light, all that's bull crap. This is what they talking about, this scepter right here. So how they harnessing this electricity out of the ether is with these antennas, harp, and all that shit. That's clean energy. They want you to think we burning coals. They want you to think we burning motherfucking dinosaur bones and shit for energy. Bro, these huge antennas that you see around the world are literally siphoning the electricity right up out of the upper part of the atmosphere. Is highly electrically charged. And guess what? You can never run out of Let me show you something real quick, what this electricity look like. Watch this. You got, because it's invisible to the naked eye. But if you could think above you in the sky, all of these little light cracks of light you see reflecting on this water, that's electricity in the sky. And this is what Tesla tapped. Let me show you what Tesla did right here. Tesla showed you can pull that electricity out of the sky. So when they said that George Washington held up a lightning rod trying to siphon the lightning so it can get struck, no, that's what Tesla did. Here go the rod right here. Tesla summoned the sprites, what we get the word spirit, but this is the way to harness energy. They called, and you see, this whole tower would blow up if Tesla can't harness this stuff right, because this would be like you opening up a portal of energy or water, and it's coming out so pressured, you got to slow it down. So the way that this tower made, the energy comes in hot at the top, and by the time it enters down this antenna and all the way through the systems he got in there, it's a slower stream that's harnessable that we can use. Guess what Tesla proved? You never have to pay for energy. It's as simple as siphoning water out of a swimming pool, what he doing here. In the sky, there's a sea of electricity above us. And all we got to do is... As long as
you got water. I'm sorry.
And so... Well, you know, the whole thing, our atmosphere is basically another form of water. So,
thank you.
And then this
Thank
is
you.
and this is so, and this is how they, and so look, you never can run out of energy. Tesla's saying, just say there's an infinite swimming pool above our head, right? Of electricity like we see here. And that the reflection of light you see here making that pattern, that's electricity. And it'll never go nowhere. So you can never run out. But we paying for it. That's why they had to kill Tesla. Guess what? Tesla started tearing up his own stuff, and they killed him and said he was going crazy. They was trying to kill him. He was saying, look, basically y'all trying to create a new slavery system on earth out of this shit. And that's, look at the generational wealth gap. Think about what you call a monopoly is the fact that I can charge you for something that I get for cheap. But what if I could charge you for something I get for free, like the air you breathe? Like, that's basically what this is. Tesla was saying electricity is the most abundant thing in the universe. Let me fall back for y'all, man. I'm hogging it. Y'all good.
No, you good, Becky. You cooking like a motherfucker, bro. Becky sleep, bro. You on point. You talking about AC current versus DC current. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cut you off, bro. I know once you get it, you finna go.
No. I don't even want to go there, though. I just want to just say one thing, and I'm gonna throw it right at you. I just wanted to put something out there to what he was saying, because I wanted him to stay with that. But when you look at this atmosphere, it's like condensed water, but electricity and water conducts electricity. What they did was recognize what the ancients understood and all the things that they was building, from pyramids to everything else, and channel and energy. Our bodies is water and electric and all these different things. So that's why whenever you see cartoons and the damn villain they always channel some type of electricity to hit you with. So no, they conduct each other. So I was just saying, I didn't mean to cut you off, beloved. Electricity.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah. This stuff is ancient, older than ancient. It's been around. It's just that we're just learning how to reharness it again. But some of these people, these wicked scientists, got this technology again. and they doing it. But no, electricity, water, and all that stuff go hand in hand. So yeah, the ancients had electrical shit, but they don't want us to know that.
Yeah.
No, when you install water, and all metaphor they give you. When you install electricity, the only metaphor they can give you on how electricity operates is water. So even without telling you, they still be telling you.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. The whole shit that Moses, because Kanye keep calling himself Moses, I want to bring up Moses with this. Moses would have been a dude in his time who would have been like another Tesla during his time that was trying to show the people the same thing. That's why when you look at all these images of this burning bush, that's basically them trying to show you this.
Mm-hmm.
This was this was the knowledge that Moses learned from the Egyptians, the knowledge of the burning bush. And I'm gonna end on this. Here's what Moses lifted up in the garden, the oscillator. Let me show you something. I'm gonna end on this, right? And the reason Moses was able to lead the people in the wilderness, because you can't have a city like Dubai, you can't have a city like Vegas without technology. This was the technology that led man out the jungle, as they call it. But there you go.
Mm-hmm. When they did the Terminator on the first one, and he came into the so-called planet, how did he come in? Through electricity, right? Through electric shock. When they show, I forgot the name of that movie when the aliens came in, and they came in and went down into the ground, and they came in like electricity. Everything they do to is that power or something like that, they always enact electricity, hard rain, all that kind of stuff, man. But man, it's just like our bodies are supposed to be so-called made up of water, and you got protons and electrons and all that kind of shit running through your body. So they already had this knowledge, man. Like they know, man. But in Tesla and other people like Tesla was studying the ancient people that had the knowledge, and they didn't look at it as knowledge. It was just a way of life. They just knew. It wasn't really a certain science to them. Some of the elites began to put it as science to keep the knowledge away from fucking people. But that's not yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say they gave us a silly ass story about a man out there with a kite and a damn key. You know what I'm saying? That's so damn silly. You know that shit ain't real, but you know,
right? Yeah, no,
the key look just like the aunt, so it's like they trying to tell you without telling you. So they codify and hide and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the symbolism.
Can we get real deep? Can we get real deep based off of what he said then real quick?
We can. Just let me pick it up real quick, because before y'all take it the way you gonna take it, all I was trying to say was it's interesting. So interesting. And I said this to a coworker, real shit, like not too long ago, but I prefer me way before I even went to somebody's grade school, because I was on a different level when I was just yam yam nam nam. Before I really knew words and language, I was way smarter, I know for a fact. But what I'm saying is our older version of life existing on this planet, man, we had hydraulic systems. I can send links to Bro Sanchez on hydraulic systems with water that civilizations had. We still trying to do goddamn low rider lift up 3-wheel motions with air nowadays. We still stuck in stupid on certain levels, but we don't even understand the power and the kinetic energy that water possesses, that simple air does possess without the extra chemicals and shit that we add to it. We very, 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 very far from where we once were as a people intellectually when it comes to what we do on the side of, creativity and letting our imagination and mind truly be the governance of our existence.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that in our imagination and our mind. Remember, Sanchez, they call it, what they call it, Sanchez, technological advancement. But you go to the store and buy memory now, because you no longer use your brain. You no longer use the aspect of your body. We don't look up at the sun. We don't understand. We don't even know how to use a compass. Like, we don't know how to use nothing that forces us to use our natural nature. Everything now is through something that they create outside of ourselves. So we don't know that we're a natural conductor. It's our body. Our body is a natural conductor to this universe and understanding certain things. So what's the name of that movie? I think it had all the Avengers in it, and they was trying to kill that bad guy they brought back he was asleep for like 3,000 years, and they brought him back. And when he came back, he took all the X-Men, the bad X-Men, and was
Apocalypse.
What was he doing? He was making all those people ascend to their higher self. Like, yo, you know you're better than this. You actually
He charged them all up with electricity and increased their powers.
He increased their power. He told them what their capabilities were. They had no clue because they were stuck in conditioning. What did the so-called good guys want to do? Get rid of them. When you deal with Star Wars and they give you the Jedis, right? But the dark side was the one trying to get you to your higher self and your power of understanding who you was and being able to channel certain energies. They didn't want you to do that shit. They wanted you to be controlled by the Senate. So like all this shit is, man, this shit is a joke. Like, but that apocalypse joint is crazy. Like they had to get rid of him because he was the one telling them like, no, man, they got you in conditioning. You got so much ability more than you ever know. And they was afraid of him because he was awakening them to their true abilities.
That's fact. When you mention that dark side, light side, I know it was a Star Trek version, but it's so interesting how when you convert that to literally, you know, the kinetic of intention, that's all about intention when you think about it on one level. But the most primitive nature is the best teacher, period. So I'm finna get straight to it. The most primitive and survivaling goddamn animals out there in nature are predators that survive what? At night. During the day, you lollygagging, you living off of the life of the sun, but to actually survive ain't getting through the day, it's getting through the night. It's the nature of the dark side. In that movie, Star Wars, Star Trek, all that shit, they try to perplex and project the idea of dark being bad. When that's not necessarily the case. But exactly. Get out my head, Sanchez. That's where I was about to go next. I promise. I was just going to say that. Just like black and white, it's just so obviously distinct that one is one and the other is the other. But like you say, it's negative, positive, good, bad, just cutting it out so that you know it's left and right, up and down, falling back.
I was just on 30 seconds. They don't want you to tap into your dark side. They want you to look at the dark side as something negative. So they depict them as the bad guy. But when you listen to what they were saying in Star Wars about the dark side and actually bringing out your actual nature of being yourself, like, so you got to be able to pick out the words and what they use. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
It's crazy that you brought that up because I actually wrote something about that and I have made a video on it on my page. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know.
Sanchez, why do you think I call Urban Nerds, Sanchez? Look, why do you think I call my group Urban Nerds? We ain't nothing but a group of just nerds over here building on some shit.
I gotta drop a bomb for it. We love it, man. That's what's up.
Well, hey, bro, say we just thugs that read books.
Yeah, we urban nerds. We nerds in the hood. We urban nerds.
No, we gotta keep doing that, bro, because people try to act like people that's intellectual and having conversations. They try to stereotype us as like that thing for us, and it's like we gotta change that narrative, man. We
by having minds
right here,
bro. Ain't shit we
minds and conversations, you know.
Period.
Let me say one more thing too. And I just wanted to make this connection and we can go wherever y'all want to go with it with this whole Nikola Tesla. Now, they named they company out the Tesla, but I'm going to tell y'all, they aren't serving the same agenda that Tesla stood for. We all know that. But now when we think about this whole concept, though, like of the dove landing on the cross, we see that right here in Samaria. But the reason I'm pointing all this out is because, you know, when we looking at this Tesla technology, they changed all this shit. So like the electricity landing on the tower, it's the white dove landing on the cross, or it's this bird landing on here too, showing how energy enters and exits this ram through this tower at the North Pole. So what I'm saying is at our North Pole is this same thing Tesla did here. At the north, that's why this looked like a Santa Claus hat. But at the North Pole, right, there's a huge tower that's pulling the energy of the sun and moon. Like the sun and moon is negative and positive to a battery. And this tower in the middle is sort of like taking all of the electricity in the atmosphere and it's harnessing it and charging it and putting it down into the ground that we walking on. This is a big tower at the North Pole. And basically that tree being in the ground at the North Pole, pulling all this electricity out the sky the way Tesla doing, it'll grow roots all throughout the earth, and we call them magnetic ley lines. Now, there's electricity in the ground. When you put a seed in it, everybody know motion is energy. The reason why the ground can grow your seed, because it's electric. We're walking on a big ocean of electricity, and above us is an ocean of electricity, as above, so below. Now, guess what, y'all? The trees are pulling the electricity from the sky and from the ground. Basically, the trees are pulling the electricity from the sky, right? And they're recycling all that electricity energy through the ground and a root system that they share all connected. Just like they got an invisible connection, electricity connected at the branches we don't see. But it's all connected. What the ancestors were saying, we sandwiched in between it. So when I was showing you the images of the pool water with the cracks in it and shit, did I still keep that up? Well, nah, but think of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the trees on the earth are doing what Tesla Tower doing. And then they roots is taking the energy and spitting it out at the bottom. It looked like this. Hold on, it looked like this. They pulling it in at the top. They perpetuate, and it's an endless cycle. It'll never end. You can't stop it. It's been doing it. It ain't no beginning or end to it. It's this huge, like, when they show you the snake eating its own tail and all this shit. So that's what I'm saying about taking a plug and plugging it into its other end. You know how we have extension cords? Just say you make a big circle out of one. You plug it to its own other end, and it'll power itself and over like that. That's basically what's happening at the North Pole. So it's a loop that's the past tied with the future, and these polarizing ends making this point where it's tied. And it basically Tesla's showing us what's happening at the North Pole. And so what happens is, if we wanted to mimic the knowledge of God or electricity, we started building miniature towers, or what we call antennas or obelisks, like in Egypt, the obelisk, all that. That was the remnants of an electric grid that all over the world they hide in these ancient electric kingdoms. Even the kingdom of Angkor Wat. You know, anchor is dealing with how you anchor in the energy. Wattage is dealing with a name of energy. Like, all of these kingdoms had tapped into electricity. We ain't doing that new. This is ancient Samaria right here. But see, when they was tapping into it, they was using mythology. They was romanticizing about it. So you would get them personifying electricity as the god master. He's landing on the tower the way that we see in the Wardenclyffe Tower here, with the white dove landing on it, symbolizing power, resurrection or power. Because what's happening with this Taurus field is the energy is constantly being resurrected. As it's a fallen angel entering the earth, then it get buried in the ground and it keep doing it again. Life and death, or the laws of resurrection, is the same laws of harnessing energy. But I'm gonna end right there.
God damn, bro.
I'm glad you do it that way, because it gives everybody a frame of reference of how things is going. Even when you study India and they talk about flying carpets and things flying, all that stuff is based off of electricity in the atmosphere. When you study all the ancient teachings from Samaria to the ancient Hopi people, the ancient Cherokee, the people from the so-called Native Americans, Incas, they all got stories that correspond with electricity and water and all these different things that was going on when you study the stories, and they all link to like the same stories.
I'm glad you brought up Angkor Wat, bro Sanchez, because that more importantly, the structure is like one of the wonders of the world, but also the way they was able to dam the water. And, all these cultures was built around damming the water around these devices, or what we call structures, and splitting the electricity and energy and using we got small devices. The small devices we have mimic the way the entire society and structures of these communities was built.
Can I ask you a question, Sanchez, based off of your opinion? Not something that might be in the books, but something from your studies, what we might think. When you hear them talking about the Great Reset now, do you think that there's been multiple resets in time? And there was a time when people had more knowledge than we had now, and there was a reset where things started over, and some of the knowledge was transferred over, but a lot of it was lost or kept secret. But do you think that there's been many great resets?
Yeah, that even the Mayan call them dark ages and light ages. And in the Bible, they just said, let there be light. That mean that was when man found out how to turn electricity on, like what Tesla did. And then there are times where we lose that knowledge. Like when the church went on crusades, they banned electricity. They thought it was witchcraft. Now here we are today. That's what they was telling the people, but they was really monopolizing it. The church was basically regulating it. And like what they was doing with Tesla, let me show y'all something, because this is a deep conversation and a dope question. Salutes to George, man. Because
salute to George. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Look at what Tesla was doing, right? Tesla, they was calling him a madman because during that time, electricity was becoming new on the earth again. It was resurrect. We was leaving another dark age in Tesla time. Tesla sent the live current through his body, y'all. Tesla sent he sent the live current of electricity through his body.
He conducted the energy. He conducted the current.
Yeah,
yes. Thank you.
He did that to prove to his haters this shit is safe. When you learn what you doing, this shit is yeah. And so what happened is what his opponent was doing. His opponent was I forgot that white dude name, the damn
Einstein.
No, the electric company dude,
General
Westinghouse. Edison.
Is it? I don't know. I'm making it up.
I think Thomas Edison. Edison and Westinghouse. Yeah.
Edison stole all that shit from us, from a black man.
Now guess what he was doing, yo? He was going around. He would buy like 10 elephants, right? And he would do a show where he would send the electricity through the elephants, and everybody would watch them foam at the mouth and shock to death. And so what he was doing, right? He was making the whole world scared of electricity. And he was saying, this is nothing that the average man should know about. We're the government. We can sell it to you. We can do it safe. And the way we got the world today, it basically how we all pay for energy today. Tesla was saying, no, this shouldn't be a government thing. This should be something you just teach in school. And every man, this is a creative shit. You can build electric systems out of an apple. Tesla was saying you can pull energy from an orange. Tesla was saying it's energy all around you. We can wear clothes that power our houses just from our daily jog in the morning.
Ancient knowledge.
This what Tesla, yeah.
Let me ask you, Sanchez, then let me rock the boat a little bit real quick. Let me ask you, because I know where you're going to go, I think. When we go to the Bible and they talk about the creation of man, right? From the Bible, or you deal with like a lot of the stories, even in the Bhagavad Gita, and they all give the stories of the creation of man. Do you think that there once was an ancient man or a time where it was like the fucking Jetsons or something, and there was like a cataclysm or something happened and everything started over? And from that aspect, like you had the Fifth Element, like you remember that movie, like that was going on at one time, and then something happened, like we fucked something up, a big boom came or something happened, like when they give you all this bullshit, and then we started over, and now we're going back to we had to start all over again. Do you think something like that happened? Like we have remnants of that ancient knowledge to the point we make movies about it, and we're trying to get back to that knowledge. Do you think that there's something like that happened before?
Yeah, I think that the original humans on this earth existed in the most advanced state you can possibly exist in, and that they de-evolved over time, and the process of back and forth, these pendulum shifts of de-evolving and progressing and degressing is like us forgetting this knowledge and remembering it as a collective on the earth. Because remember, when Tesla was coming out with electricity in his time, the world was burning lamps and shit. They was in a little mini dark age at that time. Nobody knew about electricity. We keep forgetting it and rediscovering it, if it make any sense. And I think it's because, truth be told, the knowledge of this electricity is always remembered by these secret families who holding these ancient knowledge, these secret groups in power. But when it stopped becoming widespread or known to the common man. And then, so I think like at some point on the earth, everybody else be alienated to electricity, but only a few men would be using it, and they will be using it in a time when everybody don't know about it, so it'll make them like gods. So if you look at one of the earliest gods on earth, he was carrying an electric boat in his hand. His name's Zeus, which is why we get Jesus and shit. So when they said Jesus bled on a cross so that way we can have life, if you look at this image right here, Jesus said, I am the light. So Jesus basically saying he's the light that's recycling through the oscillator. And because he's recycling himself through there and he's mounted up there on the cross, we can live or have life or energy or electricity. But this was like science being romanticized by the church to dumb a certain group down with mythology, while the other people who knew what it really meant knew that the power didn't come from God, it came from the oscillator. But see, they turned the oscillator into the ox, the golden calf, and they made people worship that for power, when really power come from the knowledge that was hidden by the God who's saying, I am all powerful, you know.
I'll say this, I gotta jump off, and I agree with everything. And you know, like I said, like I'm a hood nerd, so I be reading up on the stuff, and I'm like fascinated by like a lot of those old ancient movies, ancient stories, because I always look at I look at the mystery in the story. I'm not being entertained. I look at what they're trying to tell us. And for me, this is just me. I'm not saying that this is true, but this is just me. I look at us at one time. This was an old ancient place when they say, "Yeah, all gods." We had this knowledge where we understood how to communicate with each other without even using words. In this new world, they're dumbing us down by each generation. They're getting us to use something outside of ourselves, from something that was already within, in the way that we operated, in the way that we created, through our imagination, the way we manifested. The things that we can do in our dreams now, we was able to do in the physical world. But they dumbed that down to the point now where it became a so-called dream. And we're living through somebody else's reality. So now they're pushing us forward. Well, that's why when you see the Terminator, they give you, what is it called? The rise of the machines, and you got so-called human beings fighting against the machines for control of the world. And I just think that like the natural aspect of who we are gods, but we've been shot up with poisons, eating messed up foods, and all these things is taking things that we would be able to do in a dream. It forces us to operate from limitation, and we operate from fear now, where without fear, we'll be able to do all things. So-called on earth as it is in heaven. But I just think that there's something else going on this planet that's trying to dumb us down from becoming the God versions of ourselves. That's just the way I see it, and then where we're going. Because it's just like we're born with certain attributes, but we have fear and the lack of knowledge of how to actually execute it. But there's certain people that know it, and they suck our energy out. They suck the energy out of us. Because we're conductors to the planet. There's a lot of things that that they know we can do that we've lost knowledge of, if that sound right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely on point with that. Salutes to George making. Yeah, man. Hey, and y'all make sure y'all sub to the brother, man. It's always fine to have the OG on.
Hell yeah, man. George straight dumping, bro.
I put my link in there, man. I be going live, but I can't get 100 people in the room. But my link is in there, man. Hit the link.
Man.
Get Sanchez over there sometime.
Next time you live and I can catch you on a live, I'm gonna hop on and I'm gonna hop in your chat room or whatever and tweet it and share it and get the people.
George, if I could say anything, bro, you like a UGK. You are underground king, homie. And even though, yeah, and we are, and truth be told, but you solidified it, and I'm just getting you that salute. This Diggy out of Florida, you gotta connect. Just letting you know. And once again, salute to everybody, but I ain't there. This real G shit, bro. Listen, keep dumping, stay dumping. Don't play and keep it coming, cause if you need an extra hand, I got 2 over here. So what you talking about? I'm just telling you, bro. Keep coming with it, bro, cause we definitely need it. And I'm just speaking as one of the, you know, at least I could put a solid 2 years of making sure I tune in to Bro Sanchez as much as I can. But I've been following longer than that. But I'm just saying, 2 years of me, bro. Listen, keep it coming, bro. Just keep it coming.
And I just end with this with the chat, something that I always say on my chat. The ego wants to always be right, but we must always do what's right. Peace.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Appreciate you, brother.
Salute, OG. Salute, bro. Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, you was dropping some bombs.
Oh yeah, man. I can. You know, this whole thing. What I'm teaching is what they all know. Like,
you know, hey, I'm sorry, bro. I just thought about something. This me, bro, just said bars. And I'm just really thinking, because I produce too now. I do my music shit too, Diggy Beats, all that Diggy 1D. Man, listen, I ain't out there, but I'm out here. Listen, bro, everything we be talking about will be a solid album, bro. You can make a whole album off of what Bro Sanchez be on,
behind
bro.
the joint, and let's just give the people the meat and information right now.
Let go then.
Yeah, salutes to you though, Diggy. Much
Let go, bro.
Yeah, we can get on that later.
You know, when I seen that Tesla coil with the lightning coming from the clouds and all that, bro, that shit reminded me of Frankenstein. Yeah, how he brought Frankenstein to life. You know what I'm saying? Using the energy to create something from out of nothing, basically different body parts. Then screaming, it's alive, as to say like the air is really alive, you know what I'm saying? Currently moving.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been growing up with all these symbols, and now it make a lot of sense. Like if you look at this Tesla tower, this is what they calling an angel of light. If you look up angel of light, you will see that the angels of light, hold on, let me go to this shit. Where is that? Boom, right here. Let's pull this over here and let's go to these angels of light. Whenever they show you these angels of light, damn, this is what they give you. Stuff like that. We all see them. But look, this is just talking about the same thing over here. See the bird landing on the cross? Same shit. So the electricity landing on the pole, you know what I'm saying? Same shit. And the bird landing on this same thing right here, man. I just want to tie all this together with angels of light too, because look at this Tesla knowledge will connect with all this symbolism. State says Satan wanted to have power in this world. So what are they saying? Tesla would be like Satan saying, look, I want to get electricity down here on earth so we can have lights down here. Because Satan just mean angel of light. Satan is Okay, y'all, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mute up for a second too.
I'm just listening right now. I actually just cooked the whole meal while I've been listening to y'all talking about Tesla.
Anybody want to add anything? Now's the time, y'all. Go ahead, speak your mind. I'm falling back for real.
There's a lot of people who asked spoke. Yeah, bro was dropping bombs in this motherfucker. I had to duck a little bit.
I was just finna say.
Oh,
bro did throw some haymakers in that motherfucker though. I ain't gonna lie, them body shots hurt the most now. It ain't them head shots, just them body shots take you out now.
Just seeing everything he was just saying, like in the real world, is just crazy, bro. And then I was thinking, like, what if everything on Earth just like we all die? Let me just say it like that. What if all life die, even animals, right? We can leave the insects because we know they've been here since. But like, will the Earth still exist? Like, I know we'll never know, but it's like shit like that is what I contemplate hearing about energy and like if it was removed, because I know we are generating this reality as we are, generators ourselves, infinite energy. Like we know what they're doing with all this, but I was just posing that question as I was watching and listening to what bro was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. I put it like this. When you speak of energy, I just hope that in a certain way with that energy that Kanye put out there, he put out a massive energy, bro. A very, very massive energy. Like it take up a lot of space in your mind if you think of it. It take up a lot of space on your airwaves. He don't make simple tracks. He a producer, engineer and all that. He don't make simple tracks. All I'm saying is to say, don't let your energy be put out there and be in vain. And then you end up being a dessert to the queen bee. You know what I'm saying?
For real. He gonna have to, like, the way he going, you know what I'm saying, and perpetuating all this about going
don't let it be in vain. Don't let all this that you doing be for the end result of fucked up lump cake. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even cook it right, nigga. You thought you had all the answers, all of this today. No, you end up telling Sway he right and this and that. Don't let what you doing be in vain. And then you end up getting the pie in the face. Because then the ants gonna have a real parade. And I mention ants because on an analogy level, ants are more powerful than people think. It's these people that got these programs, they got ant farms, they put an ant farm against all kind of shit. And the ant farm just so happened to eat off that shit, whatever you think it is. When you have an ant farm, that's the entity that he parading for and trying to be a little cheerleader for. But yet they work as an ant colony.
And they sustain themselves.
You get what I'm saying? They will feed off of you if you do the wrong motherfucking thing, bro. So you better make sure whatever you doing, at the end of the day, you still eating good for yourself. Don't be succumb to be a victim for your actions. No matter how you put on your cologne or makeup or try to say what you're saying and make it seem like I'm gonna change my name now. I ain't gonna even put it out there as this. I'm gonna put it out there as that. No, get what? You still what we need and we gonna eat off you. You ain't gonna make it, homie. You talking about 1 billion trillion ants finna just go on and eat you up, dog. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
That's why I gave him the comparison to Trump, bro. Because you remember what them folks did in the White House?
Now imagine what the people that look like him would do, supporting him in 2024. He pushing this whole agenda for these next 2 years. Because he was talking about he old enough to run for president. I'm quite sure he'll run. If he, like I'm saying, like what you saying too as well. Like if he stand on this shit and actually become president in 2024 because of our people and having them to vote, it's playing into both agendas. And also it makes us a target in a way because now they ain't gonna give a fuck about just whacking one of us when they see us. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we won't fight back, but it's like, he'll be okay in the end. Billions of dollars. He gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We don't even know if this is real Kanye. Just to throw that shit out there, but you never know with these people.
Nah, that real shit, dog. Know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't no fan of nothing, bro. I'm a fan of myself if I'm gonna put my energy into something like that. Know what I'm saying? But when it comes to what Kanye's and Charleston White's and I put them out there because I ain't running from now. Trust me, I ain't running from now, cuz. You don't know now? No, I ain't running from now. So I don't know now, and I ain't running from now. Trick said it, bitch. When it comes to that, I get straight to it. I can't parade and parlay and be no cheerleader to something that really don't even represent me, bro. I'm not an Ashkenazi nigga, bro. I'm from this land, bro. Everybody can't relate to it. And some folk run from it. That's what caused their detriment. At the end of the day, because when you don't know who you looking at in the mirror, get what? You hoping you look like your favorite image of your magazine or what the last person you idolize. You trying to be like something else if you don't know who you really is.
I look at
I'm one of them dudes who I ain't saying I'm made to be fun of, but I know the strength of who I am. And I'm dead ass serious, bro. I could open a coconut with my own teeth, bro. Like for real. And I know it sounds funny, bro. And I know it. I'm serious, bro. I thought it was crazy when I seen it, but one day I test my own manhood and I was still a teenager. I'm 30-something now, bro. I just so happened I seen it. I seen somebody do it, bro. And I just so happened to put myself to the test, bro. See if I could bust a coconut open with my own teeth. And I did it. You gotta shed it. You don't just get in there, but it's a technique to it. But yeah, bro, trust me, bro. When it comes to surviving, some folk don't. That's why I said earlier, bro, we are so far away from what we once were as beings, as a civilization, as a people, as a nation, as whatever we may want to call ourselves. This Diggy 1D, I put my stamp on this voice for all who listening. Because for me to not get no interjection, that's what I respect that. And I already acknowledge that. But I'm just keeping it real. I speak to all. Because even when I played sports like a football, get what? I ain't never get off the field. I was offense, defense, and special teams. I speak to all elements of the game. And what we living in, it's something like a game. But I could speak to the host the most, and I could speak to the least. It don't matter. I just know how to say what I'm saying and make sure it get across. We so far away from what we really truly once used to be as a existence. It's ridiculous. It's almost funny. Everybody who anybody pray to is laughing at who he is now because we that far from it. But it only take that acknowledgement to tap into it. Then
right,
you see what it
acknowledge. Then you have to acknowledge the ancestors.
And not to cut you off, but what that word acknowledgement start with? Acknowledgement start with the letter A in the alphabet, correct?
Right.
Go deep with it. I'm gonna fall back.
Just acknowledging them and knowing what they taught puts you in the same paradigm as them. You know, it's easy as just like a switch of a light on and off. You can choose which one you want to be on or off. You know what I'm saying? So the individual act of recognizing when to be on is lost in many people. It's like the GTA game. It's some people in that game that's really playing a character, but it's also AIs out there who don't know what's going on, can instantly get hit by a car, anything. So it's like when you say we, it's a lot of people in this real reality who are AI and just lost. So that's why it takes individual acts like what you doing, what I'm doing, Bro Sanchez, OG, Bobby, everybody out there in this community, right?
because that's we, but we all don't really have the same goal. A lot of us don't want to cut the head off the snake instantly. A lot of us want to take our time to the spot. A lot of us just want to get away from this whole shit and never think about it again. So that's where it comes to the individual act and who you want to coincide with. You know, it's bad enough that some people want to ride each other's coattails, but you have to be individual. You have to stand on your own. And just to bring it back to Kanye, that's what he got to do, bro. Not to saying it's going to be good or bad, but as a man saying this shit going on media and it's garnishing attention like this, bro, you better stand on that shit, even though we know what's going on and like it's some truth in between the lies. But if you don't stand on this shit, you'll never get the recognition from here on out. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, Sanchez.
He said he'll be back, bro. What's on your mind, though?
Yeah, just speaking mine. I don't know if bro coming back, so it's kind of like an open, respectable open panel at the moment, bro.
Okay. Well, I guess my question to y'all on the panel is, how do y'all think that they were able to how do y'all think that they made us, well, not us, but our ancestors, forget the ancient knowledge? Or how do you think that they tricked them into forgetting the knowledge? And how did they reverse engineer it without, if our ancestors had all the knowledge, you would think that that they would have maybe seen it coming or maybe could have defended themselves against it. But I just wanted to know what y'all thought about that.
Reverse psychology with the poison. Like we all know, like with poison, like we know like anti-venom is something real, which is just, the snake's poison. If you get bit by a snake, they just give you the same fucking venom. Same thing with the flu shot and all these other things out there. They just give you a bigger dose of it, right? So they just basically use reverse psychology on those people and just poison them with their own things. But it's like an overdose of it. You'll die from it. Not being natural and sticking to what we or because it's different for everybody. But to answer your question, I'll say reverse psychology with poison.
I think that the biggest thing that people like, you have to think about the different cultures and what they had, because there were cultures that had guns and there was cultures that didn't have guns. Not to say they didn't have weapons, but I don't know about every culture, but just speaking on for example, indigenous people, they were not killing they weren't killing people just because they had a system, they had a way that society worked and it was good for them. And when the white people came around, they basically said that they would make good slaves because they're so giving and open and free, but really they should have learned from them at that moment. So really we're just playing in a whole karma loop from them not understanding. Well, this is my opinion, not saying this is fact as far as where you think it's all started from. But me personally, not getting into nothing hella esoteric because I'm not Bro Sanchez and I don't have no big long history of ancient past. But I know for a fact that it's recent years that we didn't have connection to our culture because they was killing us and changing our languages and taking our kids. And if you kill somebody and take their kids and, have babies with them and do all this stuff and you take their culture away, of course they're going to not remember everything, like their language, and you got to think about how language constructs your reality and your connotations, the way you view things, and religion, that also played into it a lot. So I feel I don't know about nothing super as ancient. You're going to have to ask one of these other fine men on the channel. But just recently, that's what I've noticed. Any ancient community that I know of, they had their own practices in the way that they lived, and they worked with the land. It was never taking more than what was necessary, because that messes up the crop for later on. If you take in more than necessary, then eventually things die out. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, they were basically working so good with the land that the land started needing them. That's why a lot of stuff is so messed up now, because I feel like we keep envisioning this world where we allow them to be in control of what should be happening in the world, but you see what their control does. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's destruction and decay and like just death. Like, it's not even necessary to be killing that many. Like, when you have guns and nuclear bombs and, you know, stuff like that, you're killing a lot of people. That's like on a scale of never been seen before type, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think we have to take that into consideration too, of real historical facts of what people have been doing on the earth and how it's affected the earth, and why that would lead us not to have connection to the earth. And you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're taking the documents, you're forging them, you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, you mixing stuff up. Like,
we definitely peeped that. And then I just want to add
it all
this.
plays together. Mm-hmm.
No, it does. I just want to add this one element to what the brother said. I am not promoting the actual movie as a actual, you know, legitimate source, but as a legitimate example, okay, to answer what you asked, this Diggy 1D, the movie Shaka Zulu. It's called Zulu. It is. It was pretty much Shaka Zulu, but it's like it's a very, you know, it's a long goddamn movie. Now I ain't gonna lie, it's long. It's very long. But the moment at which you realize that the king Shaka Zulu, from not his young years, but once he's became king, and you see at a certain point the European invasion start, there is a certain person who plays a role. He's more of the doctor on hand for the army of the European invaders. And what he poses is the smartest motherfucker in the movie, because what he realizes, opposed to the commander of the army, is that we don't need to address the Zulu tribe with aggression. We should befriend them. And how he does that is realize that Shaka Zulu is getting older in age. As a black man, he's getting gray hair. He goes to even realize that his image has changed. It's not the same man that even when they first introduced themselves to Africa and worked themselves to where they was at and all that journey shit. You see it in the whole thing. I done been seen it a couple times. But what I'm saying is there's a moment at which they manipulate the mind of the king, Shaka, to say, hey, we can make you look young. They give him this black dye, the same type of shit we use today. But they gave him this in tribal times to make him look younger, to take the gray away from his reflection. They even give him a mirror so they can see how he looked. So all I'm trying to say is, without giving you the whole spiel for anyone who has not seen it, I'm not demanding you to see it, but it's a very interesting movie, very good. Shaka Zulu. They manipulated with a certain intellect of studying who they were trying to conquer before they actually did invade and conquer certain tribes and people in certain times. This is what's documented. I'm not just saying it just to say it. This is what they put in the movie. And if you peep the movie as I'm telling you to, like, hey, this is what they was doing. They just showing it to you like this. This is what I was interpreting from it. You will see the same thing. But if you just watch the movie just to watch it, hell, you'll just talk about it however you want to talk about it. But it just goes to show you how you play chess amongst checker players. And I only say that just to say it because that's what they did. You don't tell no grown man, hey man, I can make you look younger. I could fix you up. I can do this, unless you got some type of business about yourself, unless you got some type of motive, intention. You got to have an agenda. You have to be on a mission of some sort to even address that, because real men don't address real men like that. Was that a flaw in Shaka? Not talking about that. I'm just telling you to answer the young brother question. But if you read, like I always say, real eyes, realize, real lies. Falling back. Whoever want to take it, take it. Anybody?
Okay, so I agree with the young lady that was speaking a little bit earlier.
I love your name, Miss Ravioli. So you know, I'm just telling you that's so funny. When I seen it earlier, I like Ravioli. I just want to give you a shout out for your alias though. That's beautiful.
So when she was talking about the children being manipulated by whoever it is that's taking over, I agree with that. But I also believe it didn't just happen in ancient times. I believe it's happening now, because the reality is that you're actually different ages as it pertains to different aspects of life. So I may not be well versed in a thing, but somebody else may be well versed in a thing. So for me to not be well versed in that, you could say I'm a toddler with that particular thing. Let's say if it was the stock market and how to play the stock market, and someone could easily manipulate me. It could happen with medicinal traditions. It happens with IP, especially in the music industry, since the topic today was Kanye. If you don't know that you need to hold on to that intellectual property, you can be easily manipulated out of it because you don't have the knowledge or the wisdom to know that you should keep it, if that makes sense.
Yes. No, I relate. I relate a lot with what you're saying.
Even though you could really be like 20, 30, or 40, 50, whatever it is, they could do the same thing with farming and like agriculture. You don't know, like once you leave it, because you're trying to do better in your mind, your young mind, you think, oh, I don't want to be on this farm anymore with my whoever, my mom, my dad, my parents, my grandparents. I want to go do something else. I want to move to New York, but you don't have the knowledge that you really do need those skills, if that makes sense. So they are doing it right now in front of our faces, but I believe they've also done it multiple times on multiple occasions.
Yes, I actually talk about this a lot, about how like right now kids are really vulnerable because especially with this like hustle culture of like you got to get the most money, you got to always make money, or even in survival aspects, you got to get out and make money so that you and your kids eat, you got a roof over your head. That leaves a lot of kids vulnerable to just their peers, outside influences, and it kind of takes away from the cultural like connection that you would have, and like almost even surveilling that you would have over your child and what's going on, and directing them in the way that they need to go, because we spend so much time with companies and on companies and making these people rich that we don't get to spend that same amount of time with our families and working on our families. And it creates a really big issue, because even when you get a lot of money, and let's say you leave the money to your kid, if you didn't set that kid up with the right mindset, they might get strung out on drugs, might, become alcoholic. They might, if you have multiple kids, they could steal the will money, like just all type of stuff ends up happening. They'll steal land. This happens all the time, like where people want to pass down this generational wealth, and they don't instill the good characteristics that make, like, you know, someone be able to stand up on their own, and they get left to the system once again, and it all plays into a cycle. If it's not like the school pipeline to the jail pipeline, it's, you know, there's also the trafficking aspect. Like, there's so many different ways that this can go, and it all has to do with, like, the way that our children are vulnerable, in my opinion.
Great point, ladies.
Oh yeah, and then I also feel like the way our children are targeted is very spiritual, because of the fact that our kids are the dreamers. They're the ones that create the new realities. They're the ones who challenge the status quo, who challenge old ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying? When you box them in and you don't let them find their own way in the world with certain things, or, you know, you don't teach them anything beyond how to be a worker. Like, there's just so many different levels to it. Like, how even now as adults, like you said, like, if you don't learn certain things, you're going to be a baby in that field. And it's like, we don't understand that we still have that youth within us, even as adults, and even when we're elders. Like, you know, not everybody keeps it, but you do have the capacity to keep it. Like, and that part of us is what creates freedom, because, like I said, it's what challenges thoughts and creates new borders for reality beyond, like, what we've always thought was okay and the right way to do.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, shouts out to you, sister, Andy, out there in LA.
Yeah, no, she made me think. She just made me think. She just had me, I'm like, stuff start firing off. I'm like, I never really thought about it like that, because I always talk about how the problem with our society is how vulnerable people are targeted in any group, especially kids. Like, but that's an issue. Like, the fact that we all come into this world not knowing anything. You know what I'm saying? But then we prey, well, not we as in me, but you get what I'm saying? Predators, everybody, like the people who want to be the ones that catch the kill, they prey on people not knowing what's going on, or not knowing how to defend themselves, or not knowing how to make a way other than just being a cog in a machine. And that whole aspect goes against, I feel like, the innermost parts of us as humans, because there's nothing wrong with being, like, new to learning something, and that could create a bigger realm for creation if we looked at it differently.
No, and that's facts. That's why I was telling you, shout out to you, because you see it, and you are seeing things the way you kind of should out here, and that was based off of what, Miss Ravioli, I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, what Miss Ravioli had put out there. So that's just so funny to me. I don't know why. That name just tickled me a little bit. That name tickled me a little bit.
Well.
Yeah, Ravioli. I don't know if it's because of how I don't know what it is about that goddamn word. And when I think of it too, it's crazy. Like ravioli. Bitch, I ain't ate that shit. No Chef Boyardee. That's the only thing I know about some ravioli. And what's crazy is I cook, bro. Listen, bro, I cook for real, bro. I can make some good ass stuffed shells from scratch, bro. But ravioli, I never actually made from scratch. Like whether it's the dough or the whether the cheese and stuffing, depending on how you want to do it. But I really cook though. Like I really, really, really cook. So that shit actually tickled me, her name. But falling back, anyway, getting back to the subject. That's such a distraction to me. But I got to get off of that.
I think she needs to come back on and say something else because
she should.
I'm telling you.
She should. Like, listen, bro, since I don't know where he at. He must be taking a shit. But anyway,
I don't know. He did. That nigga went to sleep.
I'm talking shit. Listen, even if he is whatever, bro, respectfully, no disrespect at all. But what I'm saying is, so this is why I actually love and fuck with Bro Sanchez, because he does this often. So please do, for anybody who, out there in chat land, YouTube land, y'all, chime in for real. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, but actually get your chance to say whatever you may want to say. He don't just speak his mind just to speak his mind. He do this. And so he might be right there on the mic, but he ain't gonna show it. So regardless, this is one of the reasons why I fuck with him, because he allows this on his profile and gives that open mic suggestion. Just, just keep it in order. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and I'm about to land just in case anybody else want to speak, it's one of those things where whether it's about Kanye, whether we talking about building on the ancient, coming back to the modern level, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who, at the sound of my voice, actually peeping what it is, this is all I'm saying, is digging 1D. All we need to do is peep. And when I say peep, that's just acknowledging, realizing, using your awareness for what it's actually for when it comes to life, existing, being out here. You can simply do a simple thing and it can actually cause the most beautiful thing in your life. Cause once you see the connection, once you see how it works, once you see how things actually, mechanically or technology or scientifically or agriculturally, whatever level you want to take it to, once you see how it operates, you find the love in love. And I'm speaking on the level where I have my resume long. Let me put it like that. But people need to actually realize what's really going on out here. And to do that, you have to actually either step out of yourself and your attitude, your personality of what you think life is, and what's going on is going on. You got to step out of that. Take a breath, then take another breath, and take about 10 more other breaths after that. Reintroduce yourself to that actual moment and say, look at here. This what it is.
Yeah,
learn
I'm gonna add to that.
Be a master of yourself. And that's all I want to
add to that, bro.
Go ahead,
on some real shit, yo. I'm with bro for the straight etymology and the symmetrism, however you say that, symmetric languages and ancient. Yes, yeah, all that shit.
Them funny ass words, right, bro?
Yeah, listen, check it out. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Bro,
sacred geometry.
Yeah, being on this panel and just being in the chat and just watching his videos before I even hopped on and started being myself. This is one of the most profound platforms ever. And I swear I wish I can figure out a way to expand this brother's culture, yo, because he has a culture that we're all definitive to today. And I mean, I've been at work, bro, hours. I've been on the road. And every time I tune in, it's just like I'm for the full 5, 6, 7, 8 hours nonstop. And I can't get enough of it. And I'm just happy to be here with y'all. I met a lot of people, and I think that this shit can go a lot farther than what Bro Sanchez is doing right now in front of us, you know.
Hey, no kizzy, man, because for me personally, like, I've been rocking with bro for years, and you know what I'm saying, all of the niggas too in the community. It's like, for me, being on the road of knowledge that niggas was on, like most of us before we, you know what I'm saying, linked up and got together, we was already through and past most of the other schools of thought. So you be looking for that next thing, like what's next? And this was it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, we had to finally find a group same lane of thinking and really unraveling what this shit truly is, and not from no biased ass standpoint, just the truth for what the truth is, no matter who telling it.
And to add to that, we all came from different profound backgrounds of knowledge. Like I'm pretty sure like a lot of us was flat earthers or ancient whatever that word is, symmetricisms or whatever that shit is. I'm gonna stop right there. But
whatever,
hey,
right?
just learning from what I know. I've been in the game for at least a good solid 11, 12 years. I became a flat earther like I think like 9, 10 years ago. And just once I connected to Bro Sanchez, flat power, all that shit, yo, it's my mind has just been open, and I'll never take back the hours and the days and the weeks and the months that I've been following this brother, yo, years, shit. So I hope this shit get deeper, and I hope he'll be able to open up his platform on a deeper level, and he won't get sensitized or, you know, threats or any of that other shit that's gonna come with it.
Yeah, bro, just need a TikTok.
No, I was actually gonna say it's probably, I don't know, not to say TikTok, heck no, because they're too like they be policing. They're police over there. Like
I see a lot of shit on there.
Police.
The truth.
TikTok, you know, China completely owns TikTok, yo. They actually got concordance over the government in America, yo. Like that. I never put that on my phone. I never linked my Google to it. Nothing at all. Bro. I don't fuck with it whatsoever.
Bro, all people need to do, because Bro Sanchez is in the perfect. He is in the perfect medium.
Yeah, I'm like, YouTube is the best place to go live and like really pay attention, and you can pull up like the PowerPoints, like you can do a lot of stuff that like, I don't know, other platforms.
Right.
It's not really giving that.
We see a lot of conscious folks on there talking about the flat earth. All he had to do is put up one of them 30-second videos and come meet me.
That's what I was saying. That's my recommendation. If you do a short, if you do just like a real quick short, the motherfuckers like, who's this Bro Sanchez nigga? What are you talking about?
He
Like,
can also stream on his phone on Bigo and make money off that shit.
Honestly, he don't even need to do that. All niggas need to do is go through some of the shit he put down and record it and chop it up in the 30-second bit like that when he made a point or a bomb drop.
Yeah, we got people
drops on TikTok.
Oh yeah, facts.
Let me find out my whole YouTube gonna be Bro Sanchez shit biting his knowledge.
There's a channel that actually I seen Sanchez was showing in the stream like not that long ago that it chops up his clips and shit. I don't know what the name of the channel though, but there is one already.
Resonating Truths? Yeah.
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 And these authentics.
Yeah.
It could be done. We can actually change the minds of the people, bro. It's just no. I want to say it takes one person to speak up for everybody to feel like okay, but then again, it's like it shouldn't take all that if we already know what we up against. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna definitely call this a culture though. This ain't no religion. This is definitely a culture, yo, outside of any religious beliefs, because I mean the gratitude that Bro Sanchez put out with this knowledge. Like, I mean, you can't find this shit nowhere else. I've been on so many different podcasts, streams, flat earth streams, etymology streams, and motherfuckers ain't touching the catastrophic, just, I don't get my words right. I've been drinking a little bit. Excuse me. But yeah, motherfuckers ain't touching
they not,
yeah.
Bro
Sanchez is a good director of the he's a good articulator for sure, and it's like he knows exactly when to say it is what I'm trying to say. It's like he's a good director of the YouTube. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like he does really well on YouTube, and like YouTube shows him love, you know? Like I feel like other platforms have been getting really bad with like their censorship and like I don't know.
His birthday coming up though, November. Y'all already know his birthday date. We should all piss together and throw him a little something so he can enjoy himself, so he can come back stronger. For real, because I know Christmas time coming up. It's a lot of pagan rituals and holidays and all this shit going on in the world, yo. He finna bring some fire content. So if y'all in the chat, if y'all hear me, all that shit, yo, tune in.
That's automatic, bro.
When is his birthday?
I thought he was a Leo. I thought his birthday passed.
No, it's Scorpio.
He a Scorpio?
That nigga a Pisces.
Wait, this is disrespectful. What's this man's birthday?
I'm a Pisces.
If I believe it's November 22nd,
Come on, y'all
if
gotta
I'm
get
not mistaken.
Yeah, Pisces messed up.
I hate to be wrong, but I think it's November 22nd.
Come on,
I
who
hate
in the
to
chat?
be wrong,
I'm gonna have to go look in the chat. What mods? When is
Yeah, it's November 22nd. I was right. Yep, I was right. Yeah, facts. That's my guy.
Wow, I didn't know he was a Scorpio.
I thought that was Sagittarius, the 22nd.
Oh wait,
that's
I don't know.
Scorpio too. You sure?
I thought Sagittarius don't start till like the very end.
Hey, I want to ask y'all something though. Since we all on the panel, this is some real shit, yo.
That is Sagittarius.
Y'all believe that winter is a real
What is
season?
happening? Winter?
Yeah, y'all believe that this is
What
a
do you
real
mean?
thing? Like snow, and I don't think it's real, yo.
They definitely.
I grew up born and raised in California, so I'm a little biased, but of
I'm
course
in Illinois. I'm in a hot.
No,
Shout-out, stand up. Salute, Tristan. Salute, brother.
Yeah, Kankakee, Illinois. I'm like 45 minutes
Y'all know
away.
something I don't know?
Shout-out.
I really do believe winter is not part of this solstice reunion that we got going on.
Because I feel like a lot of us, we was on the other side of the equator, so it probably was hot. But
what
makes you think it's not real, though? They do call us the burning region. So where the fuck did the snow come from?
I thought that's supposed to be kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a weather woman. I'm not even gonna pretend. I just know that snow do exist, because how you gonna have an ice wall without snow? How you gonna have?
They make the snow.
That's what I'm saying.
They make all this shit. They can modify the shit for whatever they want it to do. Rain, sleet, snow, tornadoes, hurricanes.
But what I'm saying is, like, snow is like a state of water, which is like been existent for many, way before the planet even existed. Water existed. So like,
But in many ancient predictions, yo, I ain't never seen the Indians in these regions go through.
That's because of the region.
Right. You don't think that cold air is real? Like, that shit be cold in Chicago, bro. You tripping.
That shit hurt. It be so cold it hurt, bro.
You see what I'm saying? That shit real.
I don't know, because as far as I know, but I never seen snow in my life.
But no, they try to artificial it.
I seen some hail before. It's been hail in random. Well, not recently, but like there's been random occurrences in LA where it hailed, and it was like a real big thing, because it's not supposed to do stuff like that out here.
A lot of people in the chat saying that shit fake.
I don't think the snow is fake. I think they just do shit to make the weather act up and act strange and shit like that.
Right. I can imagine that.
Some of that snow is fake. Some of this shit be fake.
I live in Indiana. We've been getting snow my whole life. We have snowstorms and shit. I don't think it's fake.
I remember not too long ago, you remember when they was burning food? That shit was melting and they was burning snow and it was turning into charcoal and all that weird shit.
Oh, I seen that,
yeah.
I was not there for that one. You said they turned snow into charcoal?
Yeah, it was burning and it was just burning. It wasn't melting. It was just burning like plastic.
It burn. Yeah, it wasn't burning. Like,
You're going to have to pull that up, sir. I don't know if I never seen that.
I seen you talking about.
Y'all seen that?
Yeah,
I seen that.
Nah, I got to pull it up.
Look it up. Snow that won't melt. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching.
Snow that turned into charcoal?
No, just look up snow that won't melt. You're gonna see snow that won't.
Okay.
And y'all was talking earlier though about the sustainable resources. I think that was George that was talking about that when he
Why
had
is it not melting? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Does anybody know?
Because it ain't real.
What's going on?
That goes to his point of saying is winter real. You know what I'm saying?
At least not that specific snow area.
So like, because I don't understand what's happening.
It's just like how they create rain.
That's why I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a snow creature. I'm sun. I like the sun. I was born in the summer, so I don't really know anything about snow. I'm not even gonna act like I do.
It's not just the snow; it's the rain too.
Snowball in 10 years. Can't even form one. That shit. Don't even form one.
They can make it rain too, which they do all the time with the chemtrail.
Hey, but my bad though, y'all.
Yeah, I spoke earlier. Go ahead.
No, my fault.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying, man, I've been away for like forever though. But salutes to y'all, man. What y'all on, man?
Man.
Sanchez, is snow real?
Some of us start saying
What the hell? What did I come back to? Lost that conversation, bro. For real, it's been a good one though.
But hey, guess what though, y'all? I do got to get up out of here though, man. I'm about to grub and shit. You know, I already know. But look, we gonna have to continue this shit, man, on a other channel, Real Talk. Salutes to y'all, man. Peace and much love to y'all though.
Salutes to you, brother. Much love.
All right, thank you, Sanchez. Nice talking to y'all panel. Nice talking to y'all chat.
Thank y'all. See,
we gotta finish this though.
Oh yeah, man. I look forward to seeing all of y'all on the next one. Much love.
All the love.
All right,
and salutes to everybody that supported as always. Sorry that I,